Hello everyone and happy Tuesday. That means it's time for some more Factorio space exploration. Yes, it does indeed. And here we are flying merrily from Tulip back to Norvis orbit, and I'll show you why. So, between episodes, I've been, yes, very naughty, did a little bit of making extra things between episodes while I was making the videos. So now over here, I've stuck in a fourth wagon on the back of this train. This is the train that flies with all of the mix of things that you'll remember me putting together last episode, because that's basically everything I was doing. No, it was the episode before. Maybe it was the episode before, actually. Um, all of this stuff along here. Why am I not? Why am I apparently not streaming? What's going on here? Oh no. Oh, maybe I am. I take it all back. It is currently running. It's just something was being. Well, one of the things was saying it's not working, but it seems to be working. So I'm just going to carry on. Okay. I'll. Yeah. I think Twitch might not be streaming, but nobody watches on Twitch anyway. Everyone watches on YouTube. So I don't think I care. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yes. So I've stuck an extra wagon on the back of here, a fourth one that's also going to be carrying more of vitamelange extract, and I've done the same up here with some extra vitalic reagent, I think. Yes, vitalic reagent. So in theory, we'll be able to carry a bit more of this back and forth from here, because these are the ones that specifically weren't getting brought over fast enough, particularly this one. So that means at the other end, Norvis orbit. There we go. Yes, so I use a thing called Restream that's supposed that takes one stream and passes it over to two different places. So it allows me to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and that doesn't seem to have kicked in properly. Okay, all right. I don't know why it's being. I don't know what's going on with it then. It seems to think it's not working, but YouTube is clearly working, so I'll just not worry about it. So yes, the ship then arrives here, the trains come out, and I need to do a little bit more building work here, and then a bit of building and a bit of spaghettiing here in order to get the various things out and into the right place. Now, conveniently, yes, this unloading here that's going to come out from here it needs to go straight into this warehouse. So that's really, really convenient. I'll be able to do that without any problems at all. I'll just need to reroute this belt so it goes probably through here or something equally horrible and then comes back out to go down here. Oh dear. That's going to be interesting, but never mind. That's why I'm on my way back to Norvis Orbit at the moment. In fact, I've made it. Here I am. In order to deal with that. So let's have a look. Where is the ship that's supposed to do that one? Because I thought it was sort of stuck here. Because oh no, it seems to be going. Maybe I just told it to get lost and go back to Tulip anyway. Maybe I did. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but it was sitting when I last looked. It was just sitting in the station in the spaceport because these two wagons hadn't unloaded because I hadn't put the unloading systems in yet. But I don't know. I don't. It seems to have travelled off to go and get some more stuff, which is, to be honest, is the better thing that it could have been doing in this situation. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So we're going to put in another unloadery here like this, like so. And we're going to reroute this. In fact, let's just pull that up and then have this go like that. In fact, let's be a little bit more efficient. Do that. Right, so this one will still empty down there into here. This one now, when the train arrives, we also need some more of this here, like that. And we need a row of boxen like that. Why? Inserters there and there and there and there. That's kind of weird. I mean, it'll work. It's going to be a little bit slow, and it's kind of weird, but it'll work. Right. So that's that one. Then on the other side, same thing again. Oops. But and we'll need. Actually, we don't need those down there because they're hooked up to the whatchamacallit. There's this basically powering the entire world around here. So we need to get that onto this belt here, or at least we need to get it over into this warehouse over here. Now, on the one hand, I'm sort of tempted to just put it on the same belt and let them flow round together. But on the other hand, I'm aware that this belt is already going to be full, so I don't really want to do that. So I think what I'll do instead is that and that and that. Yes, but oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's true. Yes, because it couldn't not leave without it potentially causing a problem if one of the other things was full. Yeah, you're right. So it definitely should have left. Okay. Yeah, happy with that now. Now my system has been explained to me. Thank you. Right. So now we have twice as much of that one and that one coming in. And that's because when I looked around, I noticed that one's got up to 12k, that one's at 15k, 36k, got loads of that, 20k. But this one's down at 2k. This one actually is at 4k. It's doing a little bit better than I was expecting. But when the science majigamy is running flat out over here, and I need to have a look at this to actually give it a kick and make sure it is, because, well, mostly because it isn't. So I need to come over here and work out why this is failing. But there was an enormous drain on the supplies of, in particular, this one. However, it has now completely stopped. So something has ground to a complete and utter halt here, and I'm going to need to work out why. And I strongly suspect, when I looked at it earlier, it was the blue biosamples, wherever they are, these ones, that are being made here. Oh yes, there's a shortage of, no, it's not the neural gel. Take that back. It's a shortage of, okay, purple biosamples. Right, okay. Follow it back. Purple, yeah, purple. They're being made here in theory, but we've run out of. I don't know why that's stopped. Oh. Oh no, 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 that's using them up, and we're filtering them back in. Yes, sorry. This is the supply coming up here, up here, up here. So to here, where we have a shortage of this stuff, purple, some sort of pink goo anyway, and that comes from up. No, that's an input up here, where we've run out of chemical. No, we haven't quite run out of chemical gel. We've run out. No, got loads of biosludge. Right, we've run out of cosmic water. Right. Okay. These tanks are empty. It thinks there's a train coming, so maybe that's going to fix it. Let's see if we can work this one out. So cosmic water. There's loads of cosmic water there. There's a train sat down here somewhere. What are you trying to get? You're trying to get biosludge. You're not. This is. What? No. This is a drop-off station. You don't get biosludge from here. Okay. Obviously I've got this set wrongly then. Provide stack threshold 50k, but there's only 42k there. That shouldn't be. Provide priority. This isn't providing anything. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. That should be stopping this request stack. Threshold 1. So that should be stopping this happening unless these are absolutely full and it's summoned to cause a train to be summoned. You get lost. I'll set this to 100,000 or 500,000, which should mean, pretty sure that should mean this will never try and provide anything, because it isn't going to provide anything. This is entirely a drop-off station. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've set the provide threshold higher. That should now be okay. And hopefully that means it's just an LTN screw up, because yeah, we've got loads of cosmic water here. That's good, because I didn't think there were problems related to that. So yeah, and that one over there is supposed to. In fact, this is supposed to. This is probably supposed to have a request priority of higher, of 1. There we go. And then because we produce a little bit of the biosludge here, and we want to have it going over there to make oil if possible. But we also need to have an emergency overflow here if we've got more of it than we know what to do with. So this should, where's its box? There's its box. Yeah, this should have a request priority of -1. So it will pick up any spare biosludge that's available, but it won't actually request it if we don't really care. So now what's going on here? We've got this train, which is so here we go. This has got some cosmic water, and is bringing it over to here. So this should now then kick in, and things should start working again. That looks promising. Gloop, 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 gloop. Now we are making this, which means that can now flow down here. Hopefully there will be enough of it, but I need to give it a few minutes to sort of just tick over, make sure it's working properly, and allow it to trickle through, and then see how things go from there. We've got another one coming now, hopefully. Yeah, chemical gel coming in as well, because we're pretty short of that. Okay, good. This seems to be. I am cautiously optimistic. This pipe is not filling up, but then we are playing a load of catch up on all of these things that have got left. I mean, this one's okay. It's being produced at a fair rate, but it doesn't look like it's had too much of a problem. These are okay. They're just being used at a fairly high rate. This pipe is not really filling up, but I'm prepared to give it a moment or few, and if it still doesn't start behaving itself, then I'll come over and I'll whack in some more of these machines as well, because that's an easy way to fix this. But to be fair, it makes sense that all of the goo that's being produced is going to be getting used up pretty damn sharpish by the machines that are making these things, which are then, yeah, as you can see, they're being pumped through as fast as possible. Where are they going? Okay, back up again. Sure. So we need to, yeah, this needs to catch up. The question is it catching up? And where are they all going? They're coming down here. It was the ones that were, it's the machines that was making the blue. equivalent. So they're using up as fast as they're coming in because we're churning these through as quickly as we possibly can. Those are flowing down here now, and they're going in here, and they're all getting used. I think I need to give it some time to try and catch up, and then I can go in and have a look. So let's ignore that for now. The next thing I wanted to play around with, so, is start thinking about all of this. This is bad and ugly and entirely reliant on logistics bots, and I don't like that. I mean, yes, it does work, but I don't really want to carry on like this. I want to do it properly. So what I'm thinking is we've got quite a lot of stuff along here that's being used in all kinds of useful places. So all of these, not so much that one, but a lot of this stuff is required for some of these buildings I'm trying to make. And also there's lots of the basic resources as well. So I think I'm probably going to put in a series of stations, much like the ones I use for this sort of thing, the science part drop-offs, to drop off all of the things like iron and copper and plastic and anything else I'm going to need for all of my basic machine construction. And I'm also going to feed it. Then I'm also going to feed in the weird stuff that comes from around here, and all the ones that are getting dumped into this box at the end here because I wasn't sure what to do with them can have a similar thing as well. I've been thinking a little bit about the best way to do this, and I reckon that turning these into warehouses and having a storage warehouse here that also feeds out onto a belt that goes onto my bus system, which I'm probably going to send off across here or something like that, which is a little bit weird, but this recycling plant is kind of in the way for anything else, and I don't really want to rebuild it. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be how I'm going to do this. So let's start as we mean to go on. So I'm going to need to move this whole input belt up by the width of a warehouse so I can replace these. I'm then going to need to very quickly empty these, drop in a warehouse, and put them back again before I get too many more heat shield tiles, and make sure I put all the wiring back in as well. This is going to be a little bit annoying, especially as this is very, very in the way. So I'm going to need to move this as well. And there's a lot of stuff in here, but oh well. I guess there's no point in umming and erring about it. I might as well just get on with it. But let's turn this off. So I'll do that by changing the name to hello. Let me edit that. Okay, that's a weird system. Right, so I want to pull up all of these machines first because they're in the way. Oh, I'm doing this in completely the wrong order. And my inventory's full. I was aware that was going to happen, so I'm going to need to put down a load of warehouses around here just to dump stuff into like this. And can I have my air canisters back, please? Thank you. Oh no, I've left that turned on. Stop it. Get rid of all of this. Oh, actually, no, keep the fuel. Get rid of that, though. Right. Where was I before I messed that up? Right. I'm going to need more of these, actually. So I think I should have a supply of these up here. I can't request anything from the logistics network, though, because it'll just go straight into my inventory, and then I'll be sad. Because I'll just get everything straight into my inventory, sorry, and then I'll be sad. So let's put that there for now as a placeholder. Like that. Good. Pick up all of this stuff. Right, that'll give me enough space to now come along here. And, oh, I need to do these as well, actually. Let's have another warehouse. There we go. I can now do a cut across. Let's do that much of it for now, because that's a relatively easy amount. And we'll just drop this in. So let's see. There's one already, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that goes there. Oh wait, no, I haven't done the boxes. That's okay. I should have done the I should have done the inserters as well. Never mind. Okay. So now I need to pick up all of these, put down a warehouse. I mean, actually, this should be a red warehouse. Let's go and get some circuits. Actually, I say it should be a red warehouse. Let's make it a red warehouse anyway, just in case I ever request any of these things. It should, in normal use, it shouldn't be requesting any of the. I shouldn't be requesting any of this stuff generally, but there's always a chance that I will end up wanting some to be brought to me by bots for strategic bot reasons or something like that. So I'll put this in here, and then all of these go in there. Pick those up. Another one of them there, there. Those go in it. And I now need to wire these up as well. So we get the red cables, which goes from there to there to there, and there, there, there. And we get the green cables, which goes from there to there, and there to there as separate things. So what we've got here is the red cables are carrying all of the information about everything that's in storage up here, so we know when to order more of it from Norvis. The green cables are telling the station what is in these warehouses, so that they know whether they can tell a train to come over and get it all. Have I missed with that somehow? Should that have been going into? I don't know quite. I'm not quite sure what's happened here. Let's pick up some of that anyway. And that. Stop it. So. Oh. Have that and that. There we go. And there'll be another one of these in here that's emptying. Thank you. Emptying out. Those are rocket control units. And those have to go to the left. There, yep, so that'll filter them out down to there. Okay, this is going okay so far, I think. So those. Oh no, I haven't done the cables over here. Right. So those three are done. Now the next step of this is to have some inserters on the side of here that are passing the content out onto a belt that will go then, so we can have my bus then head down this way and somehow, yeah, I'll probably have the bus come down and then just head off this way, and then we can join in with lots more belts from the stations that I'm going to put in along here. That should be okay. And there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 25 possible things that I could want, and I'm unloading 6 per station with my normal design. So we're looking at potentially up to about 4 stations. But I think quite a lot of this stuff isn't actually going to be required for any of this construction. Like we've got all the circuit types, we've got motors, we've got low density structures. Those are coming in from over there. Mirrors and heat shield tiles aren't. Beryllium we're going to need to deal with, and all the other exotic metals, except not the vitamin though. I don't think that goes into buildings anywhere. But generally, we don't need to. We don't need a huge amount of a huge number of these things. Like we're not going. I don't think we're bringing in coal or ice or carbonite. It's not carbonite. Whatever that one's called, or that one. Or probably need that. Yep, steel, copper, iron. Yes, we'll need those. Green circuits, red circuits, blue circuits, plastic, sure. Concrete, potentially. Glass, maybe. Why is there no glass? I should have a look at that. Stone, probably. Oh, because there's 2 glass. This is probably due to me playing around with shenanigans with glass earlier. So yeah, about half of the. I'm only probably going to need about half of these. So that's maybe a couple of stations. Then we'll start. We'll start with it. We'll start getting a nice bus together down here and just feed everything down. I may end up doing Half belts of absolutely everything, just because it saves so much space. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yes, heat shield tiles are definitely a thing I need. See, stuff gets put on the right side of belt, so we do that. There we go. We'll have that's quite nice. That gives us a full belt of that. I'm going to need put down some of this, which isn't going to go anywhere. I could put that there. No, I could put that there and that there. And now it will. Now they'll be able to lay all this stuff down for me. There we go. So it's coming down here. We need that across there. Oops. Nah, can't even. Not that bit. There we go. Close enough. That's going to have to come across here and then down. And this is the very first one, so we're going to bring this down quite a long way. This not being able to draw straight lines with the mouse thing is quite annoying. There we go. That's probably far enough. So that's that one. The next one, to be honest, I think I'm just going to bring these things through as I need them, rather than trying to get too much of this set up in advance. Yeah, these things are going to be made down here, so we'll need to on the bus, so we'll have to do something about that. What else have we got? That's it. It's just okay. So there's just those two that they're a bit weird and need to be dealt with around here. These are going to need to be put onto the bus as well, actually. So I should have made this whole thing a 2 wide all the way down, because we do have 2 things to put on this. Why are you just sitting there again? Stop doing that. Go away. I fixed this. It shouldn't be asking. Why is this asking for offering stuff? What have we got here? It says 14,000 there, but we've got the provide threshold set to 500. Let's set the provide threshold as well as provide stack threshold, because I don't entirely trust it. Or instead of that, rather. Because, yeah, that shouldn't have been trying to provide anything. That's weird. Right, there's a train trying to come again. Why is there a train trying to... oh, okay, that's alright. That's doing methane ice. That's acceptable. Okay, I've done enough of these bits for now, I think. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to reclaim... This is my inventory, isn't it? Looks sort of inventory-ish. Looks a bit light for my inventory, to be honest. Oh, or was this my inventory? No, this looks more like an inventory. Actually, this is an inventory plus a load of nonsense. But never mind. Let's take the stuff I actually want out of here, like that and that and that. The rest of it, let's make you a red warehouse as well, and then we can at least get rid of some of it. This one, I want lots of this. So we can put this down. My robot's not turned on. I didn't pick my robots back up. It's easily done, I promise you. Where are they? There they are. Okay, so we have this one. Oh no, that was actually in the right place. And then this one. No. No. Yes. Right. that's the first two things for my new Space Mall system doohickey. Next thing is going to be to have a drop-off station, so a bit like that one, but a little bit less red chesty and a bit less liquidy. So I'm going to try and deselect that. Let's copy that from somewhere that's just got a suitable station. Like, yeah, that one will probably do. So I need that. I need that, but I need to hold down Shift so that I can actually get the options to do the get rid of bits. Get rid of bits I don't want, like that, and most importantly, to get the tiles. So get rid of that bit. So create blueprint. Put that in. Where am I? I'm here. Put this in here, here, probably. Yeah, I think that's gonna. I'm gonna be able to curve that rail back in. Like that. Yeah, good. And from over here, like that. And then we paste it in again, just to actually get the thing we want. And boosh, instant station. Excellent. So I'm going to deprogram this to start with, like that. So we don't get any, nothing will come in yet. I'll deprogram it completely, in fact, so I don't get confused. And then we'll start trying to build stuff, and we'll just sort of fill in the gaps as we go. So as I need things for building, then I can just add them into the bus. I should probably be leaving gaps for ease of getting stuff off the bus, come to think of it. So let's do that. Now, as I remember, the space underground belts can manage 5, can't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but not 6. Okay, so that means we need to have rows of. We need to have 5 rows along here, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a gap of 2. Then the next rows. So we're going to have the first 2 coming from over here, like this. Then we're going to have next 6 like this. Yeah, I got the numbers right. Never happens. This feels like a lot of belts I'm putting down here. But, it should work. Let's pick these up as well because they're in the way, and I can always, at some point, I'll go and put the resources into the system as well. Okay. So I want to work on the bottom side of this so that I can carry on making this bus wider and wider in this direction. I think that's a sensible way to do it because the other side is going to get bigger much more uncontrollably. So we'll carry this on along here, and then as I get past here, now it's about time to start actually making things. So there's a lot of things I need to make, or at least there's a lot of things that I potentially need to make. The question is, do I go through all of these and get them being built or down there, or do I reckon on just actually making things as I need them rather than doing it in bulk just because I can? Now, solar panels are a thing I'm definitely going to need, so I think I'll get these 3 going just anyway. Now it looks like this machine here is a bottleneck, so I think I'll have multiple machines doing the normal solar panels, and then one each doing each of the other 2 types, and then we'll feed them back up into the stations up here because that's how this system is going to work. Right. Okay. So first things first. Down here somewhere, we are going to make some normal solar panels. Of course, I don't have any of the stuff to do this because I dumped all my inventory out earlier. Let's go and pick up some of the stuff I'm actually going to need for this. So I'm going to need some space assembly machines. 10 is going to be plenty, and yeah, and 2 of those. That's correct. I'm also going to need some inserters. Let's have all of them back, and all of them as well. Scream. Right. So next thing, we put down the what do you call it? It's these space assembly machines. That's these things. I don't know how. I can't remember how many different things go into making one of these. Let's find out. Solar is going to be in here. Solar. 4 different things. Okay. Green circuits, glass, copper, and steel. So we'll need an extra bit of space there. I'm also going to need lots of space on the other side because I'm going to direct insert straight into one of these because we don't need the solar panels for anything else other than making bigger and better solar panels. I don't think. If we do, I'll find a way to get them out later. That's true, yeah, and that would make building this system out a bit easier because I do need quite a lot more stuff down here. However, it's sort of the problem with putting in a radar construction pylon now is that I don't have it being built. So maybe it'd be a good thing to have as a sort of the next thing I build on here. Actually, that's probably quite a good idea. Let's do that. But first, I'm going to need a second one of these to make the other sort of space solar panels. We do that, the blue ones and the red ones there, like that. Now, I have a feeling there might be another type of solar panel. Yeah, that one. So maybe I should leave room for that. That was loud. Or maybe not. No, maybe I probably should. I guess I can have a 2-way bus, and I can run some stuff in up the middle of here, and have the machine that's making these up here somewhere. That's a possibility. It's a bit ugly, but I think I'd rather do that than just start trying to predict everything that I'm going to need in the future, because that way I suspect lies significant quantities of madness. I think I might have built this a bit too far up, because what I'm planning to do is have all of these belts. So these belts will come along here like this. I want the belts to pop up and then feed straight into a machine. So actually this whole thing needs to be moved down a square. Let's move it down several squares, just to make sure there's room for everything here. Okay. So yeah, you're suggesting I should make the, what do we call it, construction, basically the things that are crossed between a roboport and a substation. That's these construction pylon or radar construction. Oh, so that's got radar in as well. Blimey. This is going to need to be. These are going to need to be further down the system because I need to have machines making the scaffolds, making the holmium solenoids, making the heavy girders, all that sort of stuff in first. So I'll put that, yeah, but I'll get started on that. That seems like a sensible thing to do. So we're going to need a lot more of these. Now the question is, do I want to leave expansion room so I can put in more of these machines making that? Don't think I do, because I don't expect to need that much of any of these things. So how many levels of beryllium thing are there? There's about 4 of them, I think. Like that. So this will be beryllium rods, aeroframe scaffolds. I can't remember. What do we get? We get, yes, we get rods, then scaffolds, then bulkheads. Oh, we need to turn the beryllium into plates as well. So that's another one. Like that. And we can feed back out onto the bus with all of these as well. And I think I'll do double stuff on there. It's true. I probably could. Yeah, I probably could handcraft one. Let's have a look. What do I need? Where is it? Here it is. 16 batteries, 4 bulkheads, construction pylon of its normal sort, which is a pylon which I probably, well, I haven't got in my inventory, but it's not too far off. Yeah, I can probably make that. All right, let's do that. I probably need to make two actually, one to put up here and one to put down there, so they actually link together. But I should have my pylons in with me anyway. I'm going to need the some heavy girders, some of those. Don't need any of the ship parts at the moment. I can't remember what else was needed, but let's work along here slowly. So blue circuits, batteries, more beryllium, holmium solenoids. Batteries are in the list somewhere, and they're in the box down here. 200, blimey. How am I getting on? What's left? I've got. Oh no, I've got pylon substations. Ah, so that's concrete, beryllium plates. Oh. Concrete's over here somewhere. Concrete. And holmium cables. That's that one. One pylon. And now I've run out of holmium cables. And now for this, I need heavy bearings, quantum processors. So quantum processors were being made somewhere. Oh no, they were being made miles away for one of the science and jiggery things. I wasn't making them for the machines I was making down here. That's unfortunate. I do need those blue circuits though, so we'll take those. There we go. There's a construction pylon, but not the radar construction pylon. So we'll have one of those. That's just holmium solenoids and more aeroframe scaffolds. That's okay. I've got those here, which makes it easy. Okay, so I can put this. Oh, it's only construction, not logistics. That's interesting. I mean, I suppose the clue is in the name. So I could put this here. It's unpowered though. I could put this one here, right in the middle of the bus. That's a really good idea. Let's not do that. Let's put it at the right distance, but just... Actually, that bus is going to extend, isn't it? Put it there, fine. So do these ones provide everything? Supply area, construction area, logistics connection distance, robot recharger. It still doesn't say it does power. Distribute selection, wire reach, supply area. Yeah, these don't say supply area. So those... Oh no, wait. Supply area 4x... Yeah, I think I'm going to need to sort of duplicate, double up by having pylon substations for the power, and... Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just that this was too far out. So I put this one up here. Are you now powering anything? No. Oh, I see. This is providing power to a very, very small area around it, but it's not actually powering stuff. Okay, that's a bit of a shame, but never mind. It just means I need to put in another one of these down here, like this, I suppose. And this. There we go. So we've got power down here. We've got construction. We've got Roboport construction coverage down here now. Yeah, but not Roboport logistics. So that's it's okay. I can deal with that. Okay, so along here, I was going to do all the beryllium stuff. So we need to make beryllium plates. We need to make beryllium sticks. We need to make beryllium frames. We need to make aeroframe bulkheads. And each of these is probably going to need to be fed out onto the bus. This is going to get a bit crazy fairly soon. But never mind. That's where the fun comes in, right? So say you are going to be beryllium. And beryllium ingots aren't used for anything, are they? He says in a slightly questioning tone. They're only ever... No, they're only... Oh, got the wrong one. They're only, okay, yeah, they're only ever turned into plate or sent by delivery cannon. So that means I can bring this down here and then bring it out like this, and there we go. That can be beryllium plates. I'll probably upgrade these to a faster type of inserter at some point, like stack inserter, but I don't need to just yet. Actually, I'm going to put both of these onto the same belt because I don't think I'm going to be getting through that many of them. There's going to be a belt coming along here. So I'm going to need to go underground here, as far as it will, like that. That just gets those out of the way, and they can be fed onto the top side of the bus at some point. What are you doing, Laurence? There we go. That's better. That's what I meant to do. See that out there like that, and then what do you? Oh, you need plates as well. Okay. What do you need? You need plates, and you also need low density structures. Okay. Oh, no, it's already being taken away. And this one, yeah. So we've got low density structures. Oh yeah, no. So we haven't got low density structures. That's going to be coming along on maybe this belt. Why not? This is just about getting to the point where I could... Nah, no, I don't think it's worth using an underground belt there just yet. Right, I'm getting a little bored of this for now, so let's have a look over here, see how this system's getting on, where that I refilled earlier. Right, okay, so we've got 100% nutrient gel in there now, so that's good. These are all running flat out. Okay, so it looks like I've solved that problem. Yeah, I don't know how I keep it in my brain either. I think it's just from having played the game so much, you get a feel for what the basic designs look like. I do tend to do a lot of looking back to check individual recipes. So when I mean, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what I need for these solar panel machines, for example. But the basic but designs and shapes and things, when you've played the game enough, you just start to get a feel for how everything fits together. So now we're waiting for these packs to come through. We've got up to 1,000 now, well 1,100 now. It needs to get to 2,100 before, or maybe 2,000 before a train will come. So we've got a little way to go, but it is working, which is nice. And once a train comes to pick those catalogues up and takes them away to be made into more exciting stuff, into the actual science packs, we can get on with this deep space science research that I've got sitting here waiting to be done. And then, as you can see, this kind of then unlocks absolutely everything else. Pretty much all of the stuff that's available now is waiting for me to get the deep space science, so I can just carry on and do all the rest of it. I mean, there are a few things, some of these earlier things that don't actually require it, but they do all require. They're either things I really don't care about, like swarm safety, which is more than high enough already, rocket recovery, those sort of things, or it requires the tier 4 biopacks anyway, which is the thing that I don't have any of at the moment. So this is my current push. This is the one I want to get made as soon as possible, because that's at that point I'm going to feel like I can then start thinking about doing other deep space stuff. And one of the things I need to think about is getting a system together, is building a spaceship that will allow me to go off into deep space. So something that's powered by something other than solar power. Because all my spaceships so far, we've got. I heard one arrive then. Where did it go? Okay, there's loads of them around here. Oh, here it is. It's the biologicals one. So this is good because it means I can just have a look at this and make sure it's working. I have pretty much every faith in it working, but you know I want to check anyway just to be sure. So we've got the rather overcomplicated system of latches up here that tells it when it can go. So it's still emptying that one. That one's empty. So that train should now go. There it goes. And then when this one's empty, it should go as well. Well, it's empty. It's got an inactivity timer on it as well. So yeah, train comes around here. Spaceship departs. Like, I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to touch it. Oh, it's refueling. That's why. Yeah, these need to get filled up again enough to the point where this gets up to, what is it? 500. I think it's 590,000 in here, and it's at 574 at the moment. So there's a little bit more filling up with a little bit more refueling to do, and then the ship can leave. But as you can see, all of the stuff there is now just being dumped down these belts. This warehouse is full. That's fantastic. That's going well. This one is nearly full as well, actually. This one is not. It's 2/3 full. That's not too bad. This one is basically empty because we're getting through this stuff at a hell of a rate. That's why I've got. Oh, let's fix that because I haven't programmed those things, those inserters. There we go. So this is, yeah, that's under heavy demand, so that's why that one's still only like 20% full. This one 2/3 full again. This one actually also 2/3 full. Maybe we've got to the point where we've got enough of this coming through, and it wasn't quite so much of a crisis of supply as I thought. This one again 2/3 full. So yeah, things are going quite well. A few more trips back and forth with this spaceship, and I reckon we'll have a full supply of everything over here. Oh, there goes the spaceship. Bloop. So that's all working. We've got a bit more backup to do. I mean, it'll fill up these chests as well before the spaceship actually gets to the point where it's brought enough of absolutely everything over. So it's going to be a while, but it's going well. We are filling things up nicely. Good. So pretty happy with that. So one of the things I want to do here fairly quickly is start making all of the spaceship parts. So that's why we're making all of these ingredients. So maybe that's the thing to start here. We can start off with the easy stuff like the spaceship flooring that just requires lots and lots of this. And that's the one I was always short of. In here, spaceship floor, that and heat shield. Okay. Well, heat shield is this one. That's not right. So yeah, the the automatic dragging and putting down underground belts works for a lot of stuff, but not for this sort of thing, which is a shame. But never mind. What can you do? This is actually going to be unloaded into a red chest. So we'll yes, I do mean a red chest. So we don't need that. We do need these to be fed across, and we need this one to be brought down as well. And then we need a red box there, and that is to load until there is... How big is a spaceship? They're like 25 across 50 long and other measurements besides. So let's make this 2,000. See how that goes. 2,000 is a number. I'll give it a shot. Of course, none of this is in the... No, I'm not. I'm going to have to... Unless these these radar construction... No, these... Construction area 256 by 250. Logistics connection distance 32. If we don't get there, I think I'm just going to have to run normal roboports along here because these, well, these won't do. Oh, actually, maybe I can put in a. No, I could probably put in a roboport if I replace these with the big things, for which I'm going to need to go and get some heavy bearings and quantum processors and pick up the radars again. All right, let's do that. So first things first, radars plus. Oh, and I'll set this back to working again. There we go. So I need heavy bearings and quantum processors. I think quantum processors are being built up in the up here in the what do we call it area? Thought they were being built up here somewhere in the energy side. Oh, maybe it's the next sticky outy bit, I suspect. Up here, this one. Yes, quantum processors. Keef 7. Is that enough? No. Okay, that'll do. Then the heavy bearings, those are going to come from a material science, which is going to be down this way. Down here. This is the top. So this is the top material science. Making the material testing packs there. And somewhere down here, we must be making heavy bearings because that goes into absolutely everything. There we go. Those ones. How many do we need? Need 4. Give me another 4. Right. Do I have any roboports? That's the other question. No, I don't. I'll grab some of them. If I pick up those pylon things again, then I can get the hopefully get the I can use those to build the next step up things. So I need you back and I need you back and is that it? Yes. So I can make those two and I can say what was the other thing? There was something else I wanted from here. Oh yeah, roboports. Grab those. So we've made one of them. Good. So I've put this. Wow. It's just turning the whole world green. That's amazing. I don't even know what the range is on one of these. That is honestly ridiculous. But I think, yeah, I'm going to need to put one of them in up here so that it links into that, into the roboports up top. Like that. Oh, okay, I can't put them as far apart as I was hoping. And they don't have any... Okay, they don't. Yeah, they don't have any orange. That was kind of what I was expecting, actually. But that's an amazing construction range on those. So, but that does mean I can put this in here, I think. If this works how I expect it to, I can put this here, and then yeah, that's now in the Roboport network. Is it in the same Roboport network as everything else? I'm running out of power. Seem to be running out of power. That's worrying. What network are you on? Is that propagating the construction network all the way? Sorry, the logistics network down here. I don't know. I'm not sure how to tell. I suppose I can stand here and do this. Yes, it is. Excellent. That's interesting and very, very different to what I'm used to, because I'm used to having to have these things joined up. But with that, that's going to make it a bit harder to tell, but it's going to make this work really, really well and quite easily. So that's good. I think I might need to put another one of these down here. Oh, so they can still... Oh, okay. So they can bridge the zones between logistics networks. That's interesting. I have to admit that was something I was basically assuming they couldn't do, but if they can, that's kind of useful. I'm just attempting to pick up all these robots to save them having to charge in the air, which is because it's just going to take forever, and I'm impatient. I may have mentioned this before, particularly in the GTA videos. Have all of those. I only picked up 110 in that time. That's rubbish. Okay, so that's floorings being potentially made. We need to get the beryllium in here. Actually, that's the first step. So that's coming along this belt here. The second one. The first one. Come on then, Keith. Thank you. Which is this one. So we need you to be dealing with beryllium ingots, like so. And the rest of you, like that. Then we can summon in beryllium ingots, and it's not a huge amount of these. I can't remember how many it is, though. Let's have a look at another station that's pulling them in, like this one here. 200. Okay. Beryllium ingots minus 200. Yeah, yes, it's a long connectivity range, and then the long actual functional range. Yes, I think I sort of understand what you mean. That was not what I meant to do. Oh dear, it was not at all what I meant to do. If I have to make this a lot smaller to pick that up by hand. It kind of bothers me that it leaves the X's, but I guess that just means a bot's going to float out to them and then not do anything, and I don't really care about that. Bots can do a bit of a bit of extra exercise. Yeah, there we go. They're coming out. They're just not picking anything up. So, oh yes, and I need to link the station up here as well, like this, because I made the mistake before. I didn't want to not have it linked in. Ha! Thank you. Yes, I'm quite pleased with the sushi belt, the science sushi over here. I do actually at some point I want to run another belt off the other side of here to go to this science to this lab, because when the thing's running absolutely flat out, they can't keep both of them running because I've got so much speed modulage in over here, so it's not capable of keeping up. So I reckon having another belt coming out of here and going up to the other lab is going to be quite good. The problem with that is working out how to then cram it into back in at the other end, because the belt coming in here is basically full. I did have an idea of how to do that, but it's going to be a bit messy, to be quite honest. So I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. And here's my beryllium, just bang on time. So I could. Oh yeah, was I saying I was short on power? Oh no, I wasn't. It must have just been a roboport charging up very slowly or something like that. Oh, I didn't want those logistics bots having back. Can I put them in here? No, because that's not a roboport. Okay, so I now want to carry on with all the rest of the in fact, let's do this like this, because I'm not going to have enough in my inventory for all of this that I'm going to need to build out. There we go. Right, so I want to build up all of the other rocket assembly stuff, because that's something I'm going to need to do a lot of. So here we have the spaceship walls, which is very, very similar things. Oh, we need low density structures coming in here. That should be one of them. Actually, let's move this across to here. I can have that come down there and across there like that, because these things are both going to need those. Like that. And then get rid of that. Put that there. Oh dear, I've got a lot of belts. I want to just give this everything I've got in my inventory that it could possibly want, but it's difficult because I've got too much stuff in my inventory that I don't want, like that and that and that and that. There we go. I need the mod that lets you press Shift C and just dumps all of the nonsense out of your inventory into other machines. Right. Oh yes, low density structures. That's the next thing I need. So number 2 over here is to be low density structures. In here, that one. And then low density structures. What do these stack to? These stack to 100. Low density structures don't stack to very many. They stack to 50. Oh, 50. Okay, so I need to make that minus 100. Low density structures. Those ones. I'll get some of those in, and that should ship through. I'll come down here. So that'll get me. Yeah, that'll get me these being made, which will get me these. These ones here, they require them glass as well. Okay, low density structures and heat shield. Let's put that there. Am I at the point where it's worth having an underground? Yeah, no, not really. So I can come down there. We will need glass as well, so that can be this one. Can't put that there. Can put it there. So we'll have that's heat shield aeroframe bulkheads we need as well, which is going to be this belt here. Oh no, it's not. This belt is going to be significantly higher up because we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there's the first two that we've already got. Then we'll have this one. Then we have this one further up still. So that's going to come in there, and let's just put some more of this down. Boom, boom. Like that. Those scaffolds really don't show up. From some zoomed out to here, I couldn't tell there were any on the belt, but there are, so it's okay. That comes around like this, across this way, and then it was this one that needed them. So we can have it split like that, I think. Go up a little bit further. Come down, and then underground. Boop. But, oh yeah. Boop. And these are all this is another final thing, so we're just going to use another we're just going to go straight into a chest with that. And this one is we're going to connect to the logistics network. We're going to have it run when there is less than 500. That seems like a reasonable sized spaceship. And now, because I'm doing that there, that means I should do the doors here because they require walls, don't they? Yes, they do. And a lot of the other stuff that's required here as well. So I can do that, get this one straight over in here. What else have we got? More heat shield tiles, we've got the walls, and big electric motors from somewhere as well. Now, big electric motors aren't on the system properly at the moment, which is a bit of a pain. Heat shield tiles are, though, so I can do that. Bring that down here, like that. So still going to need the big electric motors from somewhere. What are you missing? You're missing and glass. Oh, I can't put glass in here because this is in the way. I'm going to have to put that there instead. Have some logistics bots. I should pick all this up as well. I should just pull a massive pick up everything that's lying on the floor planner over my entire base. That's probably a good idea. That you need those because I don't want them in my inventory. So we need to get glass into here somehow. Why you need glass for spaceship walls, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's for the windows or something silly like that. What do you? Oh, so that's presumably what this is. This is meant to be glass. So we'll extend that all the way back over there. Summon in some glass now. So we make you want to summon in the glass. Summon glass. So I'm halfway through this station already, and I've only made sort of spaceship bits. This is a process. I think we can probably have minus 200 of that without any problems, because glass is kind of packs down quite nicely. Actually, we could have had a lot more than minus 100 of this as well. That isn't filling up anything like as much as I was expecting it to. Oh well, this should be fine. So I'll come down here, down there, in there. Right, so that's that one. Now the other thing here is big electric motors. Now those are being brought up from Norvis. So they're probably in. They're not in here. Interesting. Maybe we just haven't brought any up since I started this system. Because yeah, they're definitely the sort of thing I would expect to be on the unloady system of Doom here, which is currently the unloady system of got a bit stuck because I left that the wrong way around. There we go. That does, however, explain why this didn't line up quite right. Not that I'll be using that for much longer, so never mind. I should also, yeah, these are, yeah, those should be going in. Those should be going into red chests. Doop doop doop. And the other two? Maybe not. All right, so yeah, this is now unloading the heat shield tiles happily, which is a good thing, and some scaffold as well by the looks of it, but mostly heat shield tiles because we do get through a lot of heat shield tiles up here. Oh, and that's up there, not down here. All right, let's go over and fix that up because this here, well, for one thing, we'll just get rid of all of this. Like that. And that. One of these should be here. Alright, I'm going to need a temporary warehouse. No, that in there. That. It's easier than getting the bots to do it, or it's just a lot quicker than getting the bots to do it, but it's still a faff. There we go. And I need to have some of that apparently according to the bots. So yeah, let's let them load me up. Right. This will now help, yeah, help drain the belt as it comes through. So that's working working nicely. And this, as I say, once again, this is a sort of a thing that gets brought, it's supplied on the by the logistics bots, or I come over and grab a load of it. So we don't. This thing I'm okay with just shoving into a red warehouse here and forgetting about. If I remember, we do actually need more chests to hold all of this stuff, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's just occurred to me that I need to have this linked in. We're going to have some problems otherwise. Yeah, that needs to all be linked in. Otherwise, we're going to get a lot of excess scaffolding coming up. In fact, I think we have got a lot of excess scaffolding coming up. I hope there's room for it all. But at least that now we won't get any more excess being brought up. It should just be the amount we're using as we use it. So is this all now running merrily? And I don't know whether that's being made because I can't tell. Those are whatever those. Oh, yeah, those. I haven't put an output in here yet, so, but I haven't got the big electric motors here yet either. So, right. Train of thought. Where's my train of thought? So somewhere up here, there's going to be a load of big electric motors. There's some quantum processors in there. That's interesting. There's going to be a load of big electric motors in here somewhere. There we go. There's 6,000 of them in here almost. So I think what I need to do is have some sort of pass-through system along here. I don't really want to put these onto yet another train. That seems silly. So I think what I'm probably going to do here, bring that along there, down like that. What I'm going to do is have a load of splitters along here that are bringing out things like the big electric motors. And try and catch those. Yeah, to bring all of those out from this belt and put them into a storage thing. It's those coming out that way. Good. We can just put them in a chest. I don't need these to be on the logistics network. If I put that there, let's just put it there. Hopefully I don't get through too many of these. I think, how much room have I got for belts here? Not very much. I sort of want to have two things on this belt here. But I don't know if I've really got the... Have I got room to get through? Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, okay, that can go down and join the rest of the bus from there. So we've got electric motors and, I don't know, something, whatever the next thing I discover that I need is. So that's okay. I'm going to make this a blue chest for now, actually, and tell it to summon in all of the electric motors in the world. Just pull that, basically to pull them out of the logistics system up there where they were before, because I don't really want to have them there. I want to get them I want to get them out into here. One of the big things I'm trying to do at the moment is empty all those yellow warehouses up at the top and try and get all the things into slightly more sensible places, stored in slightly more sensible places. Where's my next space on this? Probably here. Ooh, overshot. Ooh. No. And no. There we go. Right. Have those. Okay, so that's getting them onto the, well, down this far on the bus at least, which is a good start. Let me just extend that along there. Did it go under? Did it break everything? No, it broke everything because of course it did. There we go, like that. So this was the big electric motors. I've lost. Yeah, this is one of those. Yes, I do lose track of what I'm doing, but this was the big electric motors for here. So we put that there, and then go up and a couple of squares there. That, and then go down. Oh, but that should have been a new row. Ah, phooey. I wasn't counting. So that's my 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be slightly higher up. Like here, higher up. On the plus side. No. Don't do that. On the plus side, that means I can now just put that in there like that. Go down, and then we use the undergrounds like this. There we go, and you shall run until, connect to the logistics network until, where are they? The doors is less, while the doors is less than 20. We don't need anything like as many doors as we do all of the other parts, because you just put a couple of them on a ship somewhere. So that's, yeah, it's not too bad. Let's put in some of these while I'm staring at it, and I don't want things to go horribly wrong. There we go. What's this one? Oh, mirrors. Okay, not too bothered about those. Right. So that's some spaceship parts being made. That's excellent, because that's something I've been struggling with. Well, struggling with is possibly not quite the right word, but oh blimey, that's a lot of stuff. I think I might do these. Because it requires the comprehensive astronomic catalogues, I'm a little unsure as to how I want to implement this. So I'm gonna skip over this one for now and think about something much simpler, like a rocket engine. Space pipes. That's awkward, because that's something I think of as being an inventory thing rather than a component thing. But still, we're gonna need some rocket. Well, we're certainly gonna need some rocket engines, because you need them to make ion engines. So I guess, and I'm still using ion engines, so I guess we'll do that next. So that's the big electric motors again. I shall move this 1 square closer, just so that I can do that out of sheer laziness, and because there's nothing being, I'm not turning doors into rocket motors, so there's no need for the space there. I need heat shield tiles again. I need aeroframe scaffolds. I need pipes. Airframe scaffolds, that's this one. Now, what's the best way to do this? In theory, the best way is probably upwards, to be honest. So I will. That. That's the wrong one. That's not what I wanted at all. I want the aeroframe scaffolds, which is this one. So this one I will bring out downwards because it's below halfway, possibly below halfway. I don't know. Whatever. So now it's just pipes and steel. Now steel I'm probably going to bring along here, because I might as well. It's sort of the next. It's the next gap. No, this one. Sorry. Steel goes there. That gets bridged like that, rather than doing whatever it was doing before. Go under all of that. Couple down there and there. And I'm not actually using these for anything, so we're going to turn them straight into ion engines here, like that. The ion engines we are using though, so I'll have an output box, output there into a box, and the usual only output when there's less than 5, 10, say 6. I don't know why, but it seems like a good number. 6 of them available in the, or not available in the world. Ooh, I can put some more bots. Get rid of some more bots now. Have those and those. Okay, so what else do we need? Oh, I need to start. I need to start doing holmium for this. So I guess maybe it's a good place to start thinking about holmium. I could bring that along this belt. So I want steel and then holmium. Can I not count? Because I thought I'd used all but 2 of them, and I thought that was the last 2 I was just trying to use there. It's got 3. Ah, okay. This belt should be going. I guess it's going to have to just jump over here and carry on along the top here because I've used this slot for the beryllium parts. Oh well, never mind. So the next one was going to be steel and then holmium. So this one is going to be steel. Are those spaceships arriving and departing really loud for anyone else, or is it just because of the way I've got the sound balance for myself? Should I basically what I'm asking is should I turn them down a bit? Should I turn the game volume down a little bit? Because those spaceships do sound pretty loud to me. There's a big part of me wants to put another row of the manufactories along the top here, just to sort of to save space, save the length, or save bus length rather. But I'm fully aware that that is always a bad idea. It's a bad idea to build on both sides of the bus because buses have a habit of expanding over time. Okay, I think noticeable but not excessively loud is probably the best we're going to get, because if I turn, or yeah, it's going to be the best balance we're going to get, because if I turn them down, then we're not going to be able to hear the things we do want to hear. Not going to be able to hear it. So if I turn it down so you can't, so they're not so loud, you're not going to hear any game noises at all. So I'll leave it. Okay, so you. Oh no, I need another one. You are going to make holmium plates, if I can find them. They're in here. You're going to make plates. You're going to make cables. And you're going to make solenoids and then pass them into here. So this is a bit backwards, but never mind. Deal with it. So that goes there. Bots are loud as well. Maybe I'll turn the game down a little bit for myself. There we go. Okay, so you're going to need plastic. Oh no, you just holmium plate and holmium cable. You're going to... Oh, it's this one that needs plastic, and this one just needs the holmium. So holmium is this one here. All these rocks in the way. I mean, it's nice of the universe to bring me all these resources, sure, but... they're kind of in the way. Just harvest these as I go around. That's quite a lot, actually. Even got some uranium out of it. Lovely. Okay, so we need plastic for this one. So I'm going to need to put it Oh no, there's one thing left. So that can be the plastic input. This is going to need to be holmium plates. Now, I've not thought this through properly, as is traditional. Or, well, I say I've not thought it through. There is a downside to the way I'm doing it. So I'll do, in that I need to feed this backwards, which is slightly awkward. Because it's required, we require the holmium plate over here as well as in this one. So what I'm going to do is this, which is kind of dirty, but never mind. I'm also going to do this, and this is going to be the proper supply of holmium for everywhere else, because it's going to go up and back out on the same line as the holmium. Oh wait, no, let's do it like this actually. There we go. That way I can get twice. I can get a full belt of it, and it's a metal, so it seems like a good one to have a full belt of, because I might end up using quite a lot of it. However, I'm pretty sure I'm going to find that it's actually the cables and the solenoids that I actually end up using loads of, not the plates. Here comes the holmium. Good. Here's the iron. So we are now. Oh, I forgot space pipes. Oh well. I'll have to bring them in at some point as well. Those are going to be brought in like the electric motors as a sort of a bit of an afterthought. So say this can carry on along here for now, but when it gets to this point, we're going to need to cut up and go through here and join on the other side of there. So we'll make this go underground like so. This can come through like that, and that can be the plastic stream. Ah, pipes. That's something I can put on the other side of this electric motors belt. Because pipes are going to be something else I'm going to have to think about, because they're presumably going to be brought up from Norvis. So here we'll have a, let's do it the other way around. Let's put that in there. So this can all just be a notch further across like that. And we'll just put in a splitter like that and have space pipes go to the left. And then a piece of belt there because I forgot that. And then this, oh no, I need to, that needs to be linked into the logistics network. Like this. In fact, all of this needs to be linked into the logistics network. What's going on here? There we go. And that's to there as well, I guess. I'm not quite sure why there's that in there. Let's have it back. That shouldn't be in there. Right. And you are now going to summon all of the space pipes. I don't know how many will fit in there, but I want them all. And then we'll put them all out onto here. Here we need to program these to do space pipes. So, and like so. There we go. That'll dump them all back out onto there as well. That's now linked into the network here, so we should get, that'll fill up. I probably need to turn that into a red chest once it's got them all out of the rest of the system, though. Yeah, so the point of this, as I was saying earlier, is that I want to gradually drain all of the useful stuff out of all of this yellow, all these yellow boxes up here. In fact, can I... How much inventory space have I got? Not enough. Let's... Oh. That. And that. Let's dump quite a lot of this, because I don't think I need that much of it. And that'll allow me to then... I suppose I can just... Oh, that's a good point. Or at least say... I mean, there shouldn't... Oh... No, yellow chests will... Ones in yellow chests will be moved across. Because it's actively requesting. Oh, I see what you mean. To have it as a green chest so that it will bring them to me as well. Yeah, maybe. The theory is that once they're all cleared out of here, we shouldn't get any more pipes in this chest, in the yellow system, because there won't be anything dumping them into the logistics system. So they'll be being dumped in here. They'll flow out and they'll be used, or they'll be brought to me. But once they're all gone from here, we shouldn't get any more in there. That said, knowing me, there's a fairly high chance I'll dump some at some point. So, yeah, a green chest probably is a good idea. What was I going to... Oh, yes, I was going to try and empty these... Yeah, exactly. I was going to try and tidy some of this up. It's a little bit manual, but... Where does stone go? Here does stone go. Have that. And... Oh, you're full. And that. Right, so you get the idea of what I'm doing. I don't know. I keep saying, oh well, I'll get this done in a in between streams because it's not particularly exciting watching me going out building all these long. This is full. This is unfortunate. I have more stone than I know what to do with. Okay, I'll put it back. Is there? Oh, there should be a train up here. No, not a train. A warehouse up here that's full of stone, I think. Yeah, so I keep saying I'll do this between streams because it's not the most exciting thing in the world. I know you'd rather be watching me building up science or weird spaceship systems or stuff like that. So the problem is I haven't actually had very much time to play this game outside of streams. It's in every so often I'll sort of pump out an episode during a lunch or record the video for an episode for a one of the actual videos during a lunch break. But other than that, I tend to just be playing during the streams. So yeah, it's there's a load of scrap in that one. So yeah, there's not a huge amount of it getting done at other times. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. That's all stuff. That's what we got here. Let's take that ore and that stone. Oh. Okay, there's a lot of stone in there. Yeah, so despite the fact I keep saying, yeah, I'll get this done between streams because it's a little bit less exciting than the stuff you normally watch me doing. That hasn't really been happening because I've been so blooming busy. Why is this jammed? Because we've got... Okay, we are not using iron and copper up fast enough. That's alarming. We're producing so much scrap that the iron and copper are not getting used up fast enough. Have I got the priorities wrong on these stations? No, it's a decent priority set there. And decent priority set there. So presumably that means... and the thing that makes the most scrap is these things. And those are made out of iron and copper. So there should be. I'm very surprised that that has overflowed. Obviously, I'm producing massive quantities of scrap, probably because of all of the material science I'm doing. Sure, I understand that, but I would also assume that that would mean that I'd be churning through massive quantities of iron and copper as well. Yeah, I think so. It says 28,000. It's got the green box and it's got the It's got the amount in the chests. It's got the green box to say, "Hello, I'm an LTN station that needs stuff," sorry, I'm an LTN station, and it's got the provide priority set up. So yes. Oh, the iron is. Oh, it's just copper that's absolutely full. The iron is quite full, and the stone is completely full now because I just came and dumped a load in it. But you know, that's my fault, kind of. Maybe I should be crushing it and making it into glass. This one is okay, but it's just backed up. So it's the copper that's the problem there. I'm clearly not using enough copper, which is crazy because don't we get through massive quantities of... Oh, right. This is a thing that should be a major drain on copper, but isn't. Let's go up and fix that to use copper for making the memory cards. That will help enormously. I mean, I think the reason I did this was because it required so much copper that I wasn't able to bring it through fast enough. But yeah. Let's take this copper output here that is actually theoretically no longer in use. Actually, who knows, but in theory no longer in use. Do that, and then not that much of it. Where's my number pad? I've got this ridiculous wireless keyboard that has a separate number pad, so every time I need to put down something from that, I end up having to go, oh, where's my number pad? I'm not going to be able to get across that with a single jump. There we go. No, 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 no. Yes. Spaghetti time. Right. Put in that there, that there, that input priority. Right. There we go. Now the problem is it's still gonna. I'm gonna change the. I just want to change the name to nothing. Here we go. Yeah, because I don't want to use that copper. If I can. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough copper flowing through to here that it'll keep running. I don't think I actually need these anymore, but I'll leave it plugged in just in case, because these are all supposed to be produced somewhere else, but yeah, you never know. So right, that should put a bit of load on the copper. So that's presumably now going to be requesting some copper, which should be coming from down here. Yes, the yellow light has come on. Train is on its way. Through a rather odd route. But there we go. That's a load put on the copper supply now. So there we go. It's starting to work again, and these are lighting up. Now I did just dump a load of copper ore in there, so that's a bit, which is perhaps foolish, but but I didn't realise where the problem was until after I'd done it. So yeah, but this hasn't backed up too far, so we've just about got away with it. I feel. We'll let all this run through. Problem is going to be stone, of course. We need somewhere that's going to use the stone up, otherwise it's going to jam up again. Oh, she's not going to jam up quite so soon, but it is still going to be a problem. Yeah. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, this and all of this tidying up and all that sort of nonsense, it's all the sort of stuff I've been saying, yeah, I'll do that off stream, and then I haven't been playing off stream, so I haven't done any of it. I do still intend to intend to do that. It's all running nicely. How many have we got here now? 1.7 thousand. Okay, so it's nearly there. So yeah, eventually I'll get round to that, and I'll get this built up. So for now, I think I want to do something else. So let's start trying to design a deep space spaceship, because I think that's going to be interesting, and there's hopefully the sort of content that you come here for, and yeah, the sort of stuff you're looking for when you come and visit my channel, rather than just me going around trying to tidy stuff up. So I need a space to build a spaceship first. So, which means it needs to have there's a load of solar panels over there. It needs to be inside the green area, and that's about it actually. And it needs to not be where anything else is going to try and land. So my first deep space ship is going to have to use ion drives, because I can't make. So what I'd like to do is start using antimatter drives, these things. However, I can't actually research these until I've already got them. I can't build them until I've been out into deep space. So I need to build a deep space spaceship that will go out to the out into the wild unknown of the universe. Go all the way out here to dark flare, and where we can start mining the naquitite, which requires sulfuric acid, because of course it does, just to make things keep things nice and easy. So we'll come out here, we'll start mining up some naquitite, we'll bring that back, and then we'll be able to turn that into all of the resources we need. What's this? Copper, okay. Into the various resources we need. Now it looks like this area doesn't suffer from meteorites, which is quite nice, so I don't need to worry about meteorite defenses here by the looks of it. So that's going to make things a little bit easier. So I'm going to need to make a spaceship that can make it all the way out here from Calidus, like that, where there's basically, well, as you can see here, 1% solar radiation available. So I can't do my standard thing of having solar powered spaceships that are just really, really effective. So what I intend to do is build up a spaceship that's based around using one of... Oh, I've just remembered something else I was doing before. That's based around using one of these things as a thermal battery. So we'll get one of these. We'll have one of these on it. We'll charge it up to about 10,000 degrees C, and then we'll start using it and then we'll use it to power the ship. So we'll use these turbine things. Now, one of the things I've been wanting to research, and I can't remember if I actually did or not. Looks like I probably have because I think I queued it up. Was not the condenser turbine, the big daddy version of it. These things, here we go, yes. The high temperature heat exchanger and high temperature turbine generator. Because these, if I can just whack one of these into my spaceship, then one of each of these rather, then I can produce quite a lot of power from that thermal generator. And these are ridiculously efficient. Outputs 500 degrees steam and outputs water at the start. Okay, I'll need a normal turbine a normal condenser turbine as well to deal with the output steam, because I'm not going to vent it. So, but we should get from this we should get a very high efficiency high efficiency of water usage. Now this is reminding me, going and looking at this, that I had my what do you call it? I set up my oh dear, what are they called? Power supply things in Calidus orbit in glaive mode. So how are they doing at the moment? They are actually still attacking. That's good. They are, yeah. So they're ripping through the biters, but I completely forgot about that after the last after the last stream. So let's see if we can try and work out where they're attacking at the moment. Where is Norvis? There's Norvis. Now I decided I wanted to go for. There was some nice uranium patches that I was after. Let's switch. Oh, bloody heck. Press the right buttons. There we go. There were some nice uranium patches I was after somewhere to the south of the base. I thought I heard biter dying noises. Or it might just be biters being biter noises. Yeah, so maybe it was that. There's a nice patch of it there. There's another big patch down there. Maybe it was that one I was trying to free up. I don't know. I don't know where my glaives are currently glaving, which is a little bit of a concern. Yeah, I thought they would appear on the map, but I couldn't see, because, yeah, coronal mass ejections appear on the map, but I can't see them. And they were still firing when I looked. Was that? No, it's just a light patch that's just a radar patch. There's an obvious gap in the biters over here, actually, so maybe... Oh, energy glaive, there's one. Alright, so in the time I've been playing today, they've sort of tidied up this area here reasonably effectively. I don't know where the other one is, unless they're both in the same place now. Doesn't look like it as far as I can tell, but I'm really not sure. Oh no, that's me. That's my where my satellite's looking. Okay, well let's have a look at Calidus orbit, and so we'll have to see this one is heading up like that. This one is, yeah, they're in different places. Anyway, I need to point this one back at Norvis. Okay, it's doing. Where even is that? I don't know where this is. And I kind of want to know where it is, because it's, you know, burning big holes in my planet. I can't find my base. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's miles away. Crikey. Okay. Well, I need to point this back at the generating system anyway, because it's used up a bit more than half of the available heat, and so I need to get that recharging again. So we'll fire it back at. Oh wait! Don't do this until I've put it back into. Don't do it in glaive mode. Do it in energize mode. That would be. Oh, that would have been bad. Okay, so we'll go to there and then. up here. Boop. There we go. Charge that up. It would have been rather bad to fire it at this in glaive mode because explode. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's now heating back up again. So I say I'd use half, 2/3 of it. I'd use 60% almost. So that's not too bad. Yes, I think you're right. I was just afraid that if I did that, it would stop firing. So which is why I didn't. Why is that damaged? I don't want to know. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I could have just done that. Yep. Good point. Good point. Well made. So the other one was firing. Must have been way down here somewhere. I'm looking for another patch where the biters are much, much thinner because they've been pwned by the glaive, but I can't see another sort of patch like that. Oh, maybe it was over here or down. Oh, I think it was here that it was attacking, which is crazy because that's nowhere near where I actually care about. Okay, so I would have been fine, but okay, thank you. Yeah, so we'll leave this one still attacking. Actually, I should probably have a look at Myokin and see how that's getting on for power usage. But yeah, it's doing a nice job of clearing the biters out. I'm thinking it's not actually. So where were those uranium patches I wanted? So there's one there. So I mean, it's sort of getting the areas I do care about. If I want to build a wall across there and across there, and then across there and across there, and yeah, there's a lot of biters left to get. This glaive is, I mean, it's good, but it takes its time to do anything. Where's it going? Why is it not just going to the nearest biter? Why is it going here? No wonder it's taking forever to do anything. Right, I'm just going to leave. As long as Myokin is still reasonably toasty, I'm just going to leave that running. How much temperature? How much? Yeah, still 7,500. So we've used less than a quarter of the heat in this one. Although it will probably stop at 500 degrees. But yeah, we've basically used about a quarter of it. So that's okay. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yes, I was going to try and design a giant spaceship. So let's have some of that spaceship flooring that I've just been building up. Actually, is there any up here? Let's get it from the source first. Or from the other places where it's been dumped first, rather. I don't know. I could make the box down here. I don't really want to take it from here unless I have to. So all right, let's summon some spaceship floor and just get started. Let's have like 250 of it and see where it comes from. Over there somewhere. Okay. Oh no, they're just okay. The bots are getting it from here for me. All right. Maybe I have pulled it all out of the system then. Anyway, that's enough for now. Oop, wrong button. There we go. Right, so I'll fly up here. I'll start building my spaceship in this nice, convenient, empty patch here. So we'll put some of this down. Okay, that's all of it. Let's have some ion engines, because that's what I'm going to be using first. I'm probably going to want more than 2 of these. I mean, it's going to be a long way, so I'm going to need, like, many. Why can I not... Oh, okay, it has to be further in than I thought. Okay, so I have a couple of those. We'll put some more in as well, but for now, we'll just sort of consider the pipe work as well. So there'll be a filling nozzle over here somewhere, probably. On the other side of all the engines, at least. And I might actually, I know I always say that this stuff goes so far, you can go miles on a single tank. That's true, but I'm trying to go to an entire outside the solar system, somewhere completely different and remote. So I'll put in 4 tanks just because. Okay, let's make that a bit of a smaller brush because I'm just specking things out a bit at the moment. Mini tank. Is that an upgrade? Oh, updated. No, I haven't updated yet. No, not yet. I sort of mean to. I thought I might finish this series and then do the updates because it seems like a good time to do it. Actually, let's extend that a bit further. Like this. Or not, as the case may be. Okay, bring me some more. Oh, in fact, if I get out this, I should be able to pick that up. Yes, there we go. Turn the robots off for a moment. And bloop. No, bloop. There we go. Okay, so in here, I'm going to want to put one of... Where are they? One of these. God, blimey, that's huge. Okay. This spaceship is going to be quite big. I'm going to need one of... Where are they? One of the heat exchanger things. Yeah, high temperature heat exchanger. That's this. So I'm just presumably tack that onto there like that. Got water input and output there. Okay, fine. And then steam on the output. I'm going to need to have one of... Where is it? One of those. High temperature turbine. That's bloomin' huge as well. No, I'm surprised I actually had one of those up here, but okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I need some more flooring, like that. And then it was going to be one of these. Oh, one of them. So if steam in there, I assume. Those are water out. That's presumably then therefore steam out, which means I need a condenser turbine on the top. I don't know why I'm just making this taller and taller and taller, but I seem to be. But then actually spaceships are meant to be long and thin because it's more efficient that way. So I don't feel too bad about that. Even if I'm running out of space before I run into all this. But this can all be ripped up. In fact, this all should be ripped up. Like this. Yeah, pull. No. Have I got a blueprint for this? I've not got a blueprint for this. Tiles. Yes, that one. What? There we go. Yeah, let the station bots do it. That's much better. And also that. And also a normal one to get those. And those. And those. Tidy, tidy, tidy. And back to the other one. Where was it? There it is. Get all of that and that. Right, what was I saying? Oh yes, I need a... Oh, will it? Oh yeah, so it will. Thank you. That's worth knowing. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yes, then I'm going to put a condenser turbine right on the top of this, like so. We're then going to need some water tanks because we are going to get through a certain amount of water with this. So I'll put some water tanks up the side, like this. With a slight gap there, because of course there is. Yeah, it's going to have to be a gap. And then, I'm going to need to have a chemical plant equivalent. What do they call it? What they call biochem facility up here as well. That's bloomin' huge as well. Because I'm gonna want to have a supply of ice on this ship to make sure I don't run out of water, or I'm gonna want to have a supply of emergency water just to make sure I don't run out. And the best way to do that is to have it as ice. But if you have it as ice, then you need a way to turn it back into water, namely a biochem facility for melting it. So that's even more space to be taken up. But okay, sure. If I must, I must. Lost it again. Here it is, biochem. So put that there. Yes, and then Will they? Oh, okay. Because the thing is, I'm also going to need to dump a load of... I'm going to need to take a load of water out to the other planet, the planet at the other end. But I suppose I could do that as ice. All right, I'll try it without. I'll try it without that. Because I've noticed that I get through quite a lot of water on Myokin, but then I am powering an entire what do you call it? Planets, planetary, everything, systemness. Yes, those are all words, and they make perfect sense. Well done, Laurence. Good going. This is not going to be symmetrical because some of these things are the engines are 4 wide, and is that? And that's an odd number wide. Oh well, never mind. Ooh. I am going to need lots of some storage space on here. Now I suspect I'm not going to need as much naquium as I imagine I'm going to need. So I can probably, at least to start with, I could probably bring a relatively small amount back with me, like an amount that would fit in several chests. And this is going to be my deep space exploration vehicle anyway. I'm going to use lots of engines because the first time I go out there, I'm going to be in the ship myself because that's how I do things. So I want it to be reasonably quick because otherwise I'll get bored. Clomp. There. See how pointy I can make the ship. That's quite pointy. I am still an odd number wide then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 20 minutes is a bit excessive. I'd like to get there. I'd like to get there sooner than that. Oh. So are you using solar beamed power to charge your spaceship, or are you using a nuclear nuclear power plant? Because I could see it going either way. Oh, I could see either way seemed like potentially good ideas. I just decided on this one because it seemed more fun. All right, if I'm just going to be if I'm going to be flying around myself in this one, okay, cool. Yeah, if I'm going to be flying around in this one myself, then I can just take a load of chests like that for all the stuff that's going to go in, because chests are the most efficient way of storing stuff. Can I fit those in? No. Let's put in a solar panel anyway, just so when it's parked here, we'll have some power available from it. And then I can put in a pylon substation there. Then I can have my boxes like this. It's probably enough storage space. I'm going to need some lasers up here at the front. Lasers. Oh, and some accumulators would be a good idea, wouldn't they? Lasers will be in weaponry, of course. There, that one. This odd-numbered wide ship is a pain to everything. Maybe I should just make it 1 square wider for simplicity of sake of this. Oh yeah, you're right, I have. Where did that go? Did I put a laser over the top of it? Oh no, I took it out because I was going to put in the other stuff, the big the biochem facility, and then I didn't put it back in again. So that can, yeah, condenser turbine goes there. Take that. Condenser turbine will hopefully, for sake, condenser turbine will hopefully fit in there. Yes. And then I can run these pipes around it like this. There we go. Yeah, that works. As long as yeah, that's hopefully these numbers will add up. Well, I'll find out if they don't, I guess. Another rank of lasers across there, like that, I guess. And some accumulators. They'll be in here. Ooh, a material fabricator. That's a new one. Put in some of these. Yeah, rack them up there like that. They won't go in there, of course. Right. I haven't put any doors on this spaceship. I can't get out. Oh, and I haven't put a what do you call it? Control panel in either, because I picked it up to put the condenser in and then didn't put it back. There we go. Can get no, not there apparently. I could put it there, I suppose, but then I'd lose what little solar power I have, and it feels like a good idea to just have it solar powered when it's just actually when it's sitting here. It's going to be connected into the rest of the system, so it doesn't really matter. Is there anywhere for me to stand? Is a question. Okay, I can run along here. Let's put some doors down now, because I think being able to get out of the spaceship is probably a useful thing. And I'm aware that it's a good idea to make doors fairly wide, because otherwise you get stuck trying to get in and out of them. No, other way. There we go, like that. Right. Okay, my spaceship is finished with heavy inverted commas. I think I might put some more engines on the back of this, actually, because if you're saying it takes 20 minutes for your one-engine ship to get out there, I'm not prepared to wait that long. I'm not that patient. I'm going to want to put another couple of engines in here, I think. Like that, and that. And then make this a little bit wider again. Pull up a couple of bits of that. A little bit more of this. Same on the other side. Keep pressing the wrong buttons, as you can probably tell. Don't need that one. There must be a gap in there, I expect, but we'll see. We'll see how it. Okay, so that would now need to go there, and that pipe runs across like that. Let's put a refueling point on the other side as well, just in case, because you never know. Oh, and you're gonna need a pipe to fill up a place to fill up this with water as well when it's short. Now I probably shouldn't fill that up to absolutely 100%, because this is going to be one of those things where water comes out of here and out of here. And so if these tanks are absolutely full to 100%, then the water isn't going to be able to get out. The whole thing will stall, and I'll be very, very sad. So yeah. True. Well, I'll probably save before I head off, and then see how it goes. To be honest, yeah, probably be all right. Okay, so now I need to make these three things. Now, condenser turbines are being made down on Norvis, so I could actually just request one of those with my shopping list thing, which is up here somewhere. Condenser turbines. All right, 10, sure. Presumably it's a stack. Did I put that in the right place? No, I didn't. That's meant to go on here. Do it again, but do it right this time. Like that. And yeah, get rid of that. I don't care about that chest. Okay, I wonder when my next ship is. Oh, my ship is currently here because this is all gummed up because there's too many somethings in here down here. Too many pipes. Yeah. Can I build one of the bigger types of boxes? I can if I get some steel. Okay, let's get some steel and we'll put a bigger box in there instead. There's a random piece of spaceship floor there that I just got stuck on. Are you steel? No, you're iron. That means steel. So I want, yeah, let's say storehouse, which is it's a 4x4. Okay, that'll probably fit. Where are you going? Right, so it's over here. Oh, and I need to make it blue as well. Blue storehouse, one of them. Well, it's probably going to want to be green eventually, but never mind. It's a shame you can't just drop. Oh no, 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 no. Oh well, I suppose it gets things working for now. All the pipes in there, please. Right, where's that storehouse? There it is. So that can go there, he says in a sort of questioning tone. And then we'll move that to there. And that to there and there and there. And then we can do this. Pipe. There we go. Phew, right, okay, things are flowing again now. Now, a lot of this is just getting dumped straight down into the big warehouse at the end, but that's the big warehouse for things I haven't thought about properly yet, essentially. There's a lot of pipes coming through. Oh, it's not going to help that that's not linked into the system, so we need to then go from here to here to here. There we go. Spaceship is still here, it is still unloading. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. Right, where am I? Okay, so right, I need to now I need to make the heat exchanger, the turbine generator, and the condenser turbines being brought up from Norvis. So I think for now it sort of goes against everything I've been working towards this episode, but I'm just going to repurpose one of these systems up here and make it on site. Now we've got enough, and we're not going to need any of these, so let's use this machine. And I want you to, if it can, which of course, oh no, it can. Oh, and I need to make nanomaterials. Okay, that's going to be fun. What's that? Lattice pressure vessels as well, and and heavy oh joy. Okay, there's a lot of different things here. Will I stream during the holidays? Yes, with a sort of an asterisk around it. So I'm trying to remember exactly what the dates are. Some of the dates I'll be around. I think the one between Christmas and the Tuesday between Christmas and New Year, I think I will probably be back in time. Other dates we shall see. It basically depends on what's going on in my life. But I think yes, basically my streams. I think my Tuesday streams are going to be able to carry on as normal. So the 21st, yes, I'm pretty sure I'm available then. 28th, I think I'll be back home by then. And then the one after New Year's Day, the one after New Year's Day, the 3rd or 4th, whatever it is, I won't be around. But I might bump that one to the Wednesday. So what's that? Nanomaterials. Nanomaterial. Bet nanomaterial can't actually be made in this sort of machine. I need. Let's check that out. As for the yeah, it needs to be made in a manufactory. Okay. As for the Thursday streams. Oh. As for the Thursday streams, we shall see. Basically, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what's going on for those. Stop giving me all my stuff back. I don't want it. Don't need that anymore. I certainly don't need that many. Don't need that many. Maybe that many. Definitely don't need that many pipes. Yeah, so the Thursday streams, it depends. It's going to depend a bit on the other guys as well, when they're free, that sort of thing. But I'll stream when I can, basically, and I'll try and give everyone at least a bit of warning as to when they're going to happen, when they're not going to happen, because obviously, it's a bit frustrating to turn up expecting a stream and then to find it doesn't happen. But yes, I'll try and make sure they're announced reasonably in advance. Nanomaterials, there we go. Blimey. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in there that I just don't have. Yeah, I mean the easy way is to just sort of the streams will be alerted at least a short time in advance. So yeah, we shall see. Oh, it's a dynamic emitter. What? Okay, this is going to be a lot more effort than I was expecting it to be. Lattice pressure vessel. Surely that's going to be something fairly simple I can just make in here. Looks like that, but not so green. Nope. Okay, I'm going to have to. So what's actually required for these pressure vessels? Okay, that's all right, and it does require a manufactory, but I can at least make those here. That one. And then we have that going like that, but only when... I don't know if this is... I suspect this is one of those things where setting all of this up like this is just going to be a bit of a waste of time. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, well, on Thursday, yes, we can discuss then, see when people are actually going to be around and whether it's worth it. Thursday will be the... So Tuesday, be the 28th, 29th, 30th. 30th, I might, yeah. I mean, if people aren't around on the 28th, yeah, on the 30th to do an Industrial Revolution stream, then I might do an additional space exploration stream because I think I will be around. That is less than 20. What does this need? Beryllium plate, cryonite rod, and vulcanite block. Beryllium plate, cryonite rod, and vulcanite block. What? I don't see the logic behind those. Oh, I suppose the oh, okay. I suppose that's what the pressure vessel is made of. But why you need a cold thing and a hot thing to test? Maybe it's to test your thermos. I don't know. All right. So there we go. That's now making, hopefully. Yes, it is now making the pressure vessels. Okay, so we've got most of the stuff we need, but we still need heavy composites and nanomaterials. The nanomaterials are going to be hard, basically because it needs stuff I don't have down here. Oh, that's easy enough. Okay, we can do that. Heavy composite, that one. Heat shield, heavy girdle, ingredient plate. Let's stick with the lazy way of doing this. There we go. But I still need the nanomaterial. What goes into the other part of that, actually? So we've got, that's the turbine thing. No, it's the condenser, sorry. That's the heat exchanger. Head temperature turbine generator. Is similar. Heavy assemblies, that's difficult as well. And again, more nanomaterials. Okay. Well, I think the next thing to do is to go off and work out how to make nanomaterials. So these require basically these require a bit of everything. So we've got this which is made of beryllium. We've got this one which is made of iridium. This is made of vitamelange. This is goodness knows. This I can possibly bring about holmium solenoid and a quantum processor. Okay. I think, actually, this is going to be easier to build up on the new bus system down here. So let's go down and start working on that. Because I think quantum processors, did I put them on a train? Yes, I did. So quantum processors can be dropped off into a station down here. Pink clouds can be. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to deal with coolants, but apparently I am. But that's okay. I mean, it's a solved problem essentially. So I can do that. And to be honest, I should probably start making these things down there as well. But okay, let's head down now and do that, because that's clearly the next thing. The next thing I'm going to be needing. So we'll get that up and going. Bigger, 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 bigger. And bigger and bigger and bigger. There we go. And again. Wow, I'm carrying a lot of this stuff around with me. Okay. So, what do we need? And how much of it can be just passed, direct inserted all the way along like this? So, to make nanomaterials, I don't really want to pass this backwards because that's silly. But I'm going to need to make aeroframe bulkheads I've got, heavy girders I haven't got yet. So let's we're working through all of that. So let's do the iridium steps first. So we'll make iridium plates here, then we'll make iridium the next things, which is it is heavy girders. Okay. Then we'll make bearings. Then we'll make heavy composites. Then we'll make heavy assemblies, just because. I'm going to need to bring a lube for that as well. Joy. Otherwise, and for that one. Okay, but mostly nothing too difficult along here. It's just iridium and then work up from there. Now, I'm trying to not make this spaghetti too much. Maybe this is some form of lasagna because it's lots of flat things in a row. This, I don't know what you call this. This is neat, at least. It's not the way I want to do things, but at least it's neat. This is a horrific mess. I'm sure there's plenty of spaghetti around somewhere, but that's not that bit, at least I'd say, isn't too bad. This is a little bit spaghetti. It's tangled at the bottom, but it smooths out as you go up. I don't know. It's sort of okay-ish. The stone is backing up here, which is a problem. I need some stone to be needed. But yeah. Oh, how's this getting on? Let's check this out again. 160. Ah, maybe that train that I just saw leaving is full of... No, it's a liquid train. That's memory cards. That's... Okay, we do at least have those flowing across here. So hopefully that means we've now got the tier 4 science packs being produced again. Excellent. The limiting factor seems to be the tier 2s, which are limited by the tier 1s, which are limited by this specific inserter here. So these two, oh yeah, these belts are the wrong way round. I could. Now there's a couple of ways to fix this. I could put in more of these long handles. So the thing is, in fact, let's go over there and fix that, because that's a silly thing to be a yeah, this is it's all raw spaghetti. That's that's why it's that shape. That makes a lot more sense. Although maybe making up the sort of the different layers of all the various layers of bust, maybe that at that point it becomes lasagna. I'm not sure. So the problem up here that we're having is this takes in 20 vitamelange extract and then basically 1 of everything else. So these belts are the wrong way round. So let's cut that one there and cut that one there, so they just empty off a little bit. It's not going to work very well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring this down and across. In fact, let's just pick all this up. In fact, let's pick all this up. The easier way to pick all of this up. This can then go underneath like that. And that goes like that. That goes along there. Right. Now, you have all of this. And any more? No, I think there seems to be as much as I can give it. Right, now we've got a fast inserter putting in the vitamelange extract instead of the long-handled inserter, which is quite slow. And in fact, it's probably worth upgrading that to a stack inserter, like that. And then that'll keep this running as fast as possible. Yeah, well, I want to make some sort of joke about cooking it in a vacuum, but I'm not sure whether that would work. Some sort of the opposite of a pressure cooker, negative pressure cooker, to go with the negative pressure data I've been making all the time up here. Okay, so now we're making the tier 1 science a bit quicker. So hopefully that means we can now make the tier 2 science a bit quicker. It is running constantly, so just. Very, very just, but it is running constantly now. Okay. So then tier 3 running. This one's still not caught up. Why are you sad? Oh, because you. Oh. Okay, we've filled up the output. Really? That seems a bit unlikely. Because we're supposed to be churning through it all, doing science. Tier 4, here it is. Coming in here, coming across this row to here. It's been put out along here, fast as you like. What have you? Why are you sad? There are so many. We've run out of material science packs. Huh? So we have. Curiouser and curiouser. Not what I expected the problem to be. Also, I still have no idea why this goes 4, 3, 2, 1 on all of these setups. I think it's in the way I copied and pasted it, and it did originally make sense. Okay, so this is sad because. Oh no, oh, it's this problem. Ah. I am far too familiar with this problem. I think if I do that, does that work? Yes. I think so. Yeah, so this is the problem. If you're not using up the tier 3 fast enough, then the cards get backed up along here, and then it just doesn't work. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be okay. I feel slightly dirty for putting the output of the tier 3, the junk data cards from the tier 3 onto the tier 4 disposal chute, but I think it's going to be okay. Probably. If it jams up, it's because the tier 4s have got all the way back up here, and therefore you don't need to make any tier 4s, so it doesn't matter. So, probably. Let's have a look. Does everything else look okay? Got 4 on there. That's the one that's only got 3. 4 on there, 4 on there. These are all full. Yeah, it looks like everything else is okay. It's just that one that had jammed up. And eventually, yeah, here they come. Eventually we'll start doing science again, and that'll put a bit of load on the bioscience as well, and we can just check that things seem to be looking good now. That's slightly disappointing. I was expecting that to just work, and therefore have got a little bit further into this deep space science, but oh well, c'est la vie. And now that puts yet another science pack into the sushi. So yeah, this is getting really, really colourful along here. And then we've got the spaces along here for the deep space science when I eventually find out how to make those. So that'll be exciting. There we go. Science is sciencing again. Eventually, enough of them will get past here that we'll start putting them in here, maybe. If not, maybe I should put in that extra belt along here that I was considering, but it's going to be too much of a mess to try and combine them again, to try and cram them all into here. I had an idea about feeding one in here and one in here, and then looping this back to going in over here, which might work. Maybe. I don't know. Not quite sure. It feels. Doesn't feel right. It doesn't. I suspect it probably wouldn't quite work. I think there'd be a bit too much trying to go through, and it'd just jam up. The alternative is to put an entire copy of all of these splitters across here, and then link all the belts straight down into them. That I reckon would work, but would be a bit of a mess. But then, does a bit of a mess matter? I don't know. But this is running pretty well, I think. We've got lots and lots of speed modules here. Use the last splitter. You mean feed the I think the science packs have got to flow through have got to flow all the way through the whole thing. If I fed in halfway through with the second belt, last splitter over here. Do you mean over here? It would need to be what I was thinking is feed in the second. Right. So no, I wouldn't remove that. No, no. Oh, no, because you need to have all of them on both belts. I suppose I could run, yeah, I could run that one. I could run this one along here and this one along the other side of it and feed both in both sides. That might work. I get to double the throughput, and then all of these dumping them in here. Yeah, that might work actually. That would look slightly neater and slightly more sensible. Yeah, probably. Okay, let's do that. Since my science isn't going quite as quickly as I say, my science isn't going as quickly as I would like. Science is going plenty quickly enough, but it's yeah. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up all of these ones. I'll leave the third one in just in case I decide I want more later, but it's a bit unnecessary. Also, put this in across here. Oops. And, oh, yeah, like that. Do that for now. And then we're going to need more of this over here, like that. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to do that, and let's put that back in again, because I'm probably going to need some of that at least. That goes across there, that goes links in there now. There we go. So that's going to happen again. Remove that. There we go. Okay, so I've messed up a little bit. Just do that. Oh wait, I've really messed up. What I wanted to there we go. This is what I actually wanted to do, just to get the all that green stuff out. And I can do that. Right. So what we should see now is at some point, fairly obviously along here, all of the science should just disappear. It should all have been filtered out of the belt. And where that is fairly important. So it's here by the looks of it. Okay. So if I bring this up like that, and then bring this over here like this, and in here, that should then flow through nicely, and I shouldn't get any errors popping up over here. But we'll see if see if it works. Yeah, that looks like it's working. Nice, good suggestion. Then I take a copy of this, flip it, put it in here, and science! Haha! Good call. Right, okay, so that should now science twice as fast as it scienced before, because there's twice as much flowing around. Obviously, it doubles the amount of stuff that's being passed through, and it's got to the point where for this particular one it can't keep up, because there should be more stuff flowing through on these belts, but there isn't, because I haven't done deep space science yet. But I think it's probably okay. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, it's flowing through at the rate, basically at the rate this inserter can put it out at. I might take that down to a stack size of 2, just because I think that way it's going to balance a little bit better. Oh, it doesn't. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Let's remove that stack size limit, because I don't care. So yeah, there's going to be, yeah, that's worked quite nicely. Also awesome. Right, so we can just leave that running. We'll science about twice as fast as we were before. Now it's interesting to notice that this one seems still not actually. Oh, there aren't very many of the tier 4s. There aren't enough of the tier 4. It's stopped again. Yes, maybe. Although it has the advantage if it's like this, then it'll alert me when it happens. No, I think I'm probably. Why is this so slow? I'm probably vaguely happy with having to come back out to it again. I think because I'll probably, if I'm building up and if I'm doing anything like feeding in new systems, then I'll probably be more or less in the area anyway. So what's causing the delays here? Ah, it's the same thing. Is it the same thing? Oh no, I'm not running the third lab, so that's why there's no inserters on that one. There's not enough bearings coming through. Yes, because I'm not using manufactories over here. Did I bring a couple with me? Probably. Yes, I did. Excellent. Yeah, so I'm gradually going around upgrading the machines in the science areas to be manufactories instead of assembly machines, because these just aren't fast enough. So I can probably pull that out like that. Put in one of one of these, like that, I guess. Yeah, that'll do. You are to make the bearings, like so. To be linked up like that. There we go. A bit quicker now. Maybe we need some faster inserters though. There we go. Now the question is this going to be able to keep up? And I think it's... No, I don't think it is. So we'll upgrade this one as well. That's probably fair. Oh, it's going to need to be a... I'm going to need to put that there. Where's the empty space? Probably all the way around. There we go. What? Is there a gap in the middle somewhere that I haven't seen? Yes. Put that there. That there. You are making girders. I'm going to need to put in a splitter there like that, so that we can then have loading, unloading, like that. There we go. Bit more efficiency up here. There we go. It's finished Deep Space Science pack. Nice. So I'm going to need to be well, I don't know what I'm going to need to work on first. Deep Space Science Catalog 2. Okay, so it's the yellow stuff I can work on now, obviously. I suspect working with Naquium is going to be a good idea, because I think I'm probably going to need to do that fairly soon. So what do I need for the Deep Space Science packs? Let's see if we can find them somewhere down here. Let's look in FNEI because that's what it's there for. Deep Space Science 1. So that takes in Naquium plate, significant data, Deep Space Science catalog. So for all of this, basically, I think all of this must be researched because I'm able to make it now. So let's not worry about that for now. And yeah, just ignore it and worry about that once I've got my supply of Naquium set up, which is going to be a bit later. I'm sort of trying a little bit to get everything else sort of finished and working before I start really worrying about any of the deep space science-based stuff. I wanted to sort of get... Oh yeah, that requires deep space science. I obviously can't do that yet. It's all the way up to here. So does that. Artillery shots used to be don't care too much for, or don't care. Range, yeah, let's have some artillery range. That's gonna... Let's have adaptive armor N+1 and spaceship structural integrity. Let's just stress the whole system a little bit. In fact, let's have that one first. And let's investigate the plague, just in case I decide I want to use it. Carrying capacity would be nice as well. Self-sealing gel, I don't know what that's for, but it's probably going to be useful. All right, that's enough research for now. Okay, so I want to get a bit of a sort of a... Get to the point where I'm comfortably done with all of the space sciences before I start the deep space ones. And this is just actually making me uncomfortable. I don't like this design. Move all of that up one square like that. And then go underground like this with this belt. There we go. That's a lot less ugly. That one's a bit low, but never mind. It's right over there, so I don't care about it quite so much. Now, what is a bit noticeable is even though this is chock full of speed modules, granted tier 3 speed modules, but speed modules nonetheless, we are still using that iridium up faster than it's being made, which is concerning. That said, we are back. This is now backed up, so we're just filling the buffers up in here. So I think we are okay. If this is producing it fast enough for the system, even if it's not producing it fast enough to just for when it's filling buffers up. So I think we're okay with that. There's a little bit sneaking through over here. This is going to back up eventually, maybe. I'm not sure it is actually. No, these are being used up as fast as they're being made, and that's with a shortage of the tier 1 science packs coming through, perhaps. I don't know. I'm trying to tell if that's going up or down, and I can't really tell because it's underground. But yeah, I think this is all probably basically okay, more or less now, kind of. And this is actually at the moment we're not using the material science. We're just using the biological sciences. Why mining productivity is a biological science, I'm not quite sure, but I guess apparently it is. So I'm just going to have to go with that. This one, the only reason I haven't done that before is because it's horrifically expensive, so that can chug through. That does require all of the top science packs, but that requires lots of everything. It's loads of the Norvian ones. It's basic rocket science, and then all of the tier 4s as well. Each of which requires, of course, all of the earlier tiers. So the hope with setting all of these big researches going, the idea is that I'm going to try and essentially stress test the entire base, and we'll find out eventually. This should mean that now these will be running absolutely flat out. So I can go in here and I can check to see whether these machines. Yeah, if you see this is a train's gone from here. So these are now running flat out, making more new sciences. Where's the tier 2? Here we go. Tier 2. These are running. These have been taken away as well. Tier 3 as well, presumably. Tier 3 not so much yet actually. That one's okay. And tier 4 is of course still running. So I want to stress test the entire system and find out if there are any problems. Here's one. Here's a problem, for example. Why is this? What's going on here? We are full of. Oh. Okay, so that's just a construction mistake. Let's go over and fix that then. So these are the sort of things that you tend to spot when you This is Astro. The 10 things you tend to spot when you start to put a bit of stress on the whole system and find out why things aren't working. Where was it? It was down here somewhere. It was around here somewhere. Oh yeah, it was just up here. Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, here. Right, so I'm assuming, yeah, this is the disposal chute for that. So that shouldn't be there. That should be there. Then that should be there. And it gets put onto there like that. Right, and now we see this starts to flow again, and that should get things working again over here. Well, there's 750 in there, so it's about a third full. So it's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. The system should be able to catch up from there and recover fairly reasonably easily without too much problems, hopefully. And I'm happy I noticed that now rather than later when the material science finds another excuse to grind to a halt. So that one is working. Tier 3 is working. Tier 2 tier 2 is working. Okay, that's actually running, and there they are. Coming out over here. Tier 1 is backed up. Okay, good. And then Astro, let's check Astro as well while we're at it. Tier 3 is backed up. Tier 4 is backed up. Tier 2 backed up. Tier 1 I can't find. Oh, Tier 1's right next to it in this one. Tier 1 is also backed up. Okay, so those are all happy. Good. Up here. Tier 1 is running. That's probably okay. Tier 2 is backed up. Tier 1, yeah, they are both running. That's okay. Tier 3, all running. Good. Tier 4, backed up. In theory, it's possible. In practice, it's very unlikely because there's probably always been a full stream of it coming down here. The main belt looks okay. Yeah, in theory, yes, it's possible. In practice, no, there isn't. None of it is made through. I think probably because this iron belt has always just been full, so there hasn't been any room for any of the scrap to get onto it. But yeah, that was worth checking. Good call. Thank you. Over here, rocket science probably full as well, backed up as well because that's easy. Yeah, that's backed up. That's fine. Okay, so it looks like everything is currently okay. What we need to see is when all of these run and we get into the sort of the really big ones that require absolutely everything, like this spaceship. No, Like this one, there's only 500 of them. That's 19. There aren't any in here that are absolutely enormous numbers of all of them. So I think as it ticks through, we'll see how it goes. This one's going to stress the biological. This one's going to stress the astro. This one's going to not. This one isn't going to require enough of any of them to stress anything. This one is really going to stress the material because that's 19,000. And that's a lot. This one's 15,000 actually. That's a lot too. And then these are all fairly small, so that's not so bad. I might cancel that one for now. I don't care that much about artillery range, especially as I've got the glaive now. So yes, there you see another train bringing in. What do we bring in here? Oh, okay, more iridium. Sure. But yeah, this is going to basically make sure that the entire system is capable of dealing with the science production when it's churning through at full whack. So, right, where was I? Oh yes, I was messing around with trying to make nanomaterials on my new bus system. Let's go and have a look at that. I'm going completely the wrong way. Let's head a bit more north. Space north, yes. Lots of spaces have a north, to paraphrase Doctor Who. Yeah, it's true. I think I want to apply more stress rather than less stress, to be honest, because the idea is just to make sure that all of my systems are capable of dealing with everything I'm currently throwing at them, and aren't going to struggle later. So yes, I was going to put plastic on this belt in order to make holmium solenoids. I remember. So plastic. No, not you. Plastic, 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 plastic. Minus 200 of that as well. You are to be a plastic inserter, and so are you two. 3. Okay, we're now going to need another station. So we'll put that in. Well, actually, we need this linked in first. So let's do that. Where does I need that whole moves? Ah, here we go, over here. I'm going to need to do this bit manually, like that. I'm going to need to put in some more of this, like that, and that. And because this has got right up here, I'm going to do this one manually as well, and then run that along there. And it needs to come down here. Like this? No, not like that. Like this. No, apparently not like that either. Oh yeah, like that. That's okay. Yes. What? Oh. Have I put this in the, have I got this in the, have I got this wrong again? So we've got, let's see, we've got glass, no, we've got, there was something at the bottom here, I forget, oh, it was mirrors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blank, blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blank, blank. Yes, that shouldn't be there. This is supposed to follow along here and go up at this point. There we go. Like that. And that. There we go. That's what the plastic's supposed to do, if and when it actually arrives. Okay, so that comes down here. We then put it in there like that. We then need to exert it again and put it back onto the bus somewhere. So we need that and this need to go onto the bus in about the same sort of place, ideally. But we're not going to be able to do it exactly the same place. We're going to have 2 of them come. The 2 are going to have to come out separately, is what I'm trying to say. What do you need? You just need. Oh. Fail. This should be a bit further along. And that's why I've left such a big gap here. And and that's an exerter, but yeah, we need an inserter as well. Okay, let's put these in again and once again try and get it right. So that goes there. That looks good. But I'll empty my inventory. Oh, I've got a lot of science packs in my inventory from messing around over there. Damn it. I should have dumped those before I came over here. Oh well. That can go on the list of things that I'm totally going to do sooner or later once I get around to having a big tidy up. Honest Gov. Okay, well I want to put these on the same belt. So I'll have that up and then across here like that. And that can go up and across. Up. And then up here, I guess. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, yes, be the third thing on there, so that's alright, I can go there. Right, okay. Getting there. So next thing is going to be to put in another station, and it might as well be all the way across here, because I'm not going to put it onto the, I'm not going to use any of the stuff anywhere sooner, because I've got all the things I need. Oh no, wait a minute, that's not true. Because there were those, way back over here, I've got this system here that's supposed to be making solar panels. Now, actually, I think I'm just going to pull this up and put the solar panel creation for, because we need, for this, we need all of these basic materials. So we have got glass, we haven't got copper or steel or green circuits, and we haven't got holmium cable because that's way further down. So yeah, these are coming up. Can't do that there. That'll have to happen later. But never mind. So that means I need to extend this railway here, which I don't have the stuff for, but I probably do in somewhere in the world. So I'll bring that all the way down here, and then all the way back again, like that. Then we need another. Actually, I've probably got it in my paste buffer still from ages ago. Yes, this station. We'll put this in here. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable place to have it. What? Where's the one that? Yep. Why? Am I? Why am I not? Okay. That one. That's the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright. Any more? No. Alright, I'm just going to wait for that to be put down. But then from there we can have another 6 things come out and we'll extend the bus and then and so on. I am worried I've not left enough room for the bus. I may need to shift this rail, but this rail can be shifted up later if necessary. That's not actually a problem. It looks a bit ugly, but it's not a serious problem. And I am, in theory, and with the way I'm bringing extra stuff in by train like this, I will be, I'm never going to add more stuff in at the beginning of the bus like you sometimes do in vanilla when you go, oh wait, I need another belt's worth of copper coming through here, or I need to upgrade this, that, and the other. I'm just going to put this down manually because I'm impatient, as previously discussed. Boom. No. Just put the ghost in. There we go. And hopefully, yes, that's not connected. Excellent. And select all that, and that one can then not be requesting any of that. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 6. Okay, so along here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gap, gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as required. So that goes onto there. That picks up that one. That gets that one, that one. There we go. Phew. Oh, some of these are going to need to be fluids. I'll come back to that in a moment, I suspect. Okay, so how are we doing? First things first, we need iridium. So let's get that one coming in. Also, second thing second, this whole system up here needs power. Come on, oh there they are. Let's just put that in. Well, I can't put it there. There's a railway line in the way. Oh, I want to link with that one. Right, put it there, I suppose. There we go. So we need iridium, and then I want you to unload the iridium, and then we need to link it in so it actually works, like that. There's some signals around. I don't have enough signals. Oh, the railway has not been built all the way out. I need some more. So do these cover? How far out do those cover? Oh, far enough actually. So if I put another one of these in here. Like this. Boop. Let's do it manually. Then that'll cover that, and we should get that bit built as well. So the train will be able to escape once it's once it arrives. Okay. So that was going to be that's iridium on the first one, which is this one. So that then needs to come along here. How far up are we? Nearly at the top of it. So I'll go out the top way because that's neater at this point. That. Then down here we load that in there and in there. And ooh, what do you take? You take iridium plates as well. Okay, that's interesting. In that case, we'll have a belt come across here, like that. That's okay. But we also want to have a belt coming straight back out again. In fact, that shouldn't be. That should just be a. It shouldn't be a splitter. Basically, is what I'm trying to say, because we don't take the what do you call it? The ingots further down the bus than necessary. Ah, let's move this entire thing 1 square to the right, or 2 squares to the right even, like that, because then I can go underground there and not worry about anymore. That's in the gap anyway, I don't care about that. And then we have another exerter there. Right. Oh, I've only done one side of the belt. There we go. Well, we've had this discussion a few times before, Arctic Void, where I mean, steam trains would work in space as long as you had some oxidizer in the fuel. These trains burn coal, so it is a bit of a nonsense. But in theory, steam trains could work in space as long as the fuel had a built-in oxidizer, which the rocket fuels kind of might. So it's a bit dodgy, but maybe kind of thing. Yeah, it's a little funny. And there. And but yeah, and I think Factorio has never included electric trains in certainly in vanilla. And whilst I'm fully aware this is not vanilla, I think they're continuing that. I think it was reckoned that having electric trains would be too logistically easy. 2, 3, 4, 5. So they said, well, in order to make it difficult for the player, we'll require you to fuel your trains all the time. I think that's the rationale. Need a little bit more on the top there. Maybe a little bit more than that, I'm not sure. There? Yes. Okay, that's all of the... oh no, what does this require? Girders and iridium plates. Now, what I could do here, actually, is this. Bear with me. Put that there, and then slurp up that, like so. Oops. There we go. Now I can bring this along here, and this is slightly dirty, but I don't care. Oops. Put that there. Oh, okay. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, in Industrial Revolution, you've got a system for charging batteries up. So yeah, you can potentially make trains electric by charging them up like that. Oh, this one requires the bearings because of course it does, just to be helpful. What if I do this then? Does it just requires bearings and heavy composites and big electric motors? Okay. And then we can put in the long exerter here like that, and then there's basically no way to get the lube in, but that's okay. Actually, no, there is. That's all right. We'll put it here and like this, and then we'll bring in lube somewhere along the top here, I guess. I'll have a liquid station as my next one, I think, probably. Right, I feel like this is sort of coming together, but I don't know if it's actually coming together usefully. Oh, I need to export both of these things. Like that, I guess. That works reasonably well for me. Yeah, I'm sort of okay with that. Do trains produce pollution? I don't know. I mean, you'd think they should because they're burning fuel as they trundle around. But then on the flip side, they might not simply because the devs haven't bothered. Although expecting the Factorio devs to not do something because they just haven't bothered seems pretty unlikely. Why has this not been finished? Have I run out of track? I mean, it's possible I've run out of space track. Is it? No, it's just outside the bot areas. Okay, these don't actually reach out that far. I need another one of these ludicrous big things. Okay, I'll go and get some and do that manually. Oh, I've bumped into my spaceship. Ow, my face. Yes, because of reasons, spaceships are infinitely tall, so you can't fly over the top of them. And build. There we go. Fly, my pretties, fly. There we go. Now that train can escape. And that one can go in and unload whatever the next thing is. Oh, it's more iridium. Okay, that's unexciting. But I suppose that's the only thing I've actually asked for so far, so that's fair enough. Right. Oh, yes, I was going to put in another station, but this time for liquids. So that's going to be this bit of the station. Except, I don't know. This bit of the station? Is that yeah, but I don't need those. I don't need those. I don't need those. I will need the power cables. Don't need that. I will need a combinator, actually, come to think of it. That'll do. Let's put that there, I guess. Yeah, that should work. I think that'll fit in. Oh yeah, nicely. Maybe put one of those in there just to keep things happy. For some reason there's a piece of track missing there. Let's fix that. Presumably it just hadn't been built. Okay, now we need some pumps and other shenaniganery around here. So let's put in some of that and this. Now in theory you can get out 12 different liquids from one station. That's going a bit far. I might try for 6 though, because we've got quite a lot of stuff here. Or at least I suspect we're going to need quite a lot of stuff, and probably not very often. So I could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that, and then attempt to tank them like this. And then I'll need a pipe coming out to that. Or I could put that one further across. Yeah, actually that's a better way of doing it. Put that there and that there. And that can go there and there and there and there, and we've got 6 tanks. Excellent. It's oh, you need to have 2 tanks on every one of these though, of course, in order to make sure you're that when a train turns up, there is always definitely going to be absolutely enough room, because a train is exactly the same size as one of these tanks. But I can do that and that and that, and those no, those have linked. No, they haven't. No, that's all right. And that and that and that. Oh, it did fit. Excellent. I was a bit worried about that last one. Getting the pipes out is going to be from the here is going to be interesting, but I think if I hop one across and then bring it around, it should be all right. Or actually, no, bring this one out this side, bring this one across and down, bring this one straight down here, and then these 3 off the bottom. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, so that's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then we're going to have this bus is getting wide. Oh, not that. I wanted to pick up the rock. There we go. In hindsight, maybe I should have had 2 things on every belt on the bus, but I haven't. So go figure. I could sort of do that afterwards. It'd be a bit of a mess though. Or maybe at some point along here, I could go. Actually, this bus is getting silly wide. Let's compress it down a bit. At the moment, I'm setting up. You know what? I don't know. I think I'm just sort of setting up everything. I think nanomaterials was the thing I was working towards most recently. Let's have a look. Yeah, nanomaterials was a thing, and that was why I've got liquids coming in, because I need. I need lube for these machines. I need particle stream, and I need thermofluid for the nanomaterials. So I can squeeze a cooling system in, probably over here. Actually, there's a nice big space here, so I can put something in there to chill that stuff down. But yeah, good point. It's probably worth thinking about that before I get too far into the build. But so yeah, I think nanomaterials are probably the first thing that I really, really want. Oh, I've got to deal with scrap from that as well. That's annoying. But the rest of it is just all sort of building up, because I'm going to need all of this at some point for all the things I'm going to need to build, I suspect. All the sort of the rocket part, the spaceship parts and things like that. Because I don't want to have this mess of a tangle, because it just leads to bots flying around and the bots crash and die and burn, and I can't tell what's going on anywhere, and it's a mess. And you know, building this sort of thing is it's sort of interesting, honest gov. So, oh, I've scared all the bots off. Oops. So, yeah, good question. With a sort of a vague answer. Okay, so how do we do this? Let's see. We have a constant combinator like that one here, which we link to all of the tanks with red cable. And to there. Then we actually, it doesn't matter whether it's red or green cable, but let's use green cable so it's easier to tell the difference. Then we link the stop to the pumps. And we tell the train stop. Yeah, mostly intermediate products at the moment, but intermediate products in order to try and get to specific things. Retrain concepts on, good. So I'm trying to build this here spaceship, which is going to take me off to distant parts, specifically outside the main solar system. And so in order to get this working the way I want it to, at least, I need both this high temperature turbine generator and the high temperature heat exchanger, because those are core parts of this ship, of how I'm planning to make this ship work. I'm also going to need to fill it up with water and uh, ion stream as well, but one step at a time. Those are things I sort of already have. But yeah, getting this whole thing filled up with all of the stuff basically getting these two parts built is my current priority, because they're going to be a lot more compact than just trying to use lots and lots of condenser turbines, and I think it's going to make things a lot better. Now it does occur to me to wonder how much power this thing produces. A gigawatt. Okay, so this is equivalent in power to all of this. So you can see why I want to use that instead of all of this, because it's going to be a lot more compact. I mean, that said, it is. I'm probably going to fix that symmetry thing, because it's bugging me as well. Um, it said I probably don't need a gigawatt of power generation on that spaceship. I could probably get away with just using a few of these heat exchangers and a few of these condenser turbines in the space instead. But it's sort of new tech, and I've got it available, and I kind of want to play with it. And once I've been able to make this, I'll be able to put them out on other planets as well, and they'll be a bit neater. And I think I have a feeling they're slightly more efficient with water usage as well. And water, I'm a little bit paranoid about the amount of water I'm going to get through on the flight there and back, and I don't want to run out. So I'm being slightly careful about these things. Okay, so this one is going to be lube. If lube is greater than 0, then pump. And so we want to say minus 25,000 lube, and that should now just work, TM. Yeah, true. That does mean I could just put more engines and more turrets on there. I mean, the engines. What do the engines use? The engines use 10 megawatts. So if I've got a gigawatt, that means I could put 100 engines on the back of this thing. Then it wouldn't take 20 minutes to get there. Maybe I'll stick a few more engines on the back of it when I make it a bit more symmetrical. Yeah, definitely got to go fast. This one is going to be warm thermofluid, which comes from here. Warm thermofluid, yes. Greater than 0. And so I would like some thermofluid as well, please. Oh yeah, pink clouds I need as well. So let's have some of those. Greater than 0 and pink clouds minus 25k. It's nice having everything set up, so I can just say, yes, I'd like some pink clouds, please, and boop, they all turn up. Or I'd like some lube, or I'd like some coolant, and it all just happens. It's really rather nice. Was that everything all the liquids I required for this? Yes, looks like it. I need to cool this, obviously, but other than that, it's everything I require. Okay, so that means I now need a cooling station, which is something I've made many times over. It's this. That one's rubbish. I don't like that one. Is there a nice one around here anyway? Okay, here we go. This is a small one, so we'll take a copy of this. We'll take that much of it, because that's enough to just get one of each thing, and then I can expand it as required. So we'll take that, please. All of that. I don't need any of these long pipes going up here, actually, because we're going to go the other way. Probably. I'll bring it over and have a think about it. So this can go in this nice big gap over here. Actually, if I do have it like that, then we can just feed them straight onto the liquid bus, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gap, gap. So you're a gap, so it's this one here. So yes, this height. Put that there. Yes. Just now to wait for that to get built. Here it all comes now, and then I can put the blueprint down again, and we'll have coolants, coolers, coolings. I don't know, all that. What did Anton say? Anton said you could start. Oh yes, yes, I was thinking that earlier. Thank you. That's a very good point. Yes. Which now we're letting Myokin cool down a little bit. That's on 6,500. Okay. How's Norvis doing? How much heat have we got left in? Back up to in Norvis? 9,400. Okay, that's nearly full. Right. In that case, I'm going to take the big one. That's you, and we're going to aim at. Can we just turn this off for a moment? We're going to aim it at Norvis orbit, and we're going to set some coordinates of there. Then we're going to go back to the beam. I like that. That's a new thing, I think. Then we're going to start energize. Pew! Yes. So there we go. Good. Yes. Good thinking. Thank you. I had thought of that, and then I'd completely forgotten because as is my way. Yeah. Yes. Let's put that in. Why does this not fit? Oh well, that'll do. That's good enough. Build that there. This will make. So we don't need that. So we've got warm here. This isn't going to be able to get all the way across. So I'll have to put in some underground. I say underground, it's under the scaffolding, I suppose, under the layer of the scaffolding. That can go there and yeah, there. That fits, and hopefully that is. And one high. Fail. Oh well, never mind. I'm actually kind of okay with that. Yeah, it just means I'll put one more thing on the bottom row of there. That's not too much of a problem. I'm not going to do what I've been doing on some of the other areas and having one row that is a different width from all the others, because that way lies madness. Okay, so this is the bottom one down here. So we need this to come down from there like so, and let's use one of those really long pipes like so and so, and in fact, la la la. One, two, three, four, five. And piece there. Bloop. Right, so this should now all start chilling. Well, it would if... Oh. Apparently I'm not making thermal radiators. That's... Or hypercoolers. That's annoying. I can put lube in down here, I suppose. There we go. Actually, I don't know if I need all of these yet. I know I need this one, so I'll bring this one out. But I don't know if I need the others. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to be careful with these because the I think the 3s and the 5s have connections on the side halfway along. The 15s don't, so you can whack them all in next to each other like this without getting any cross-contamination. But the other ones do, which is a bit weird because oh no, you can see the side pipes on these ones, and then there obviously aren't any on those, so they graphically do fit the thing. Okay, lube is needed here and here. This pipe here, in fact, is a lube pipe. Lubey, 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 lubey. 1, 2, 3. So if I put a 5 in there, that should, yes, that does work. Excellent. And then a 15. Looks like another 5. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it does. Boom. And a 1. Using these longer pipe sections is slightly more efficient in terms of resources, and it means you can put them next to each other without them cross-contaminating. So those are the main reasons I'm using them. Right, so we have stuff coming through here now. We're still short of big electric motors there, which is, I think, did I have them on the... Yes, I did. There they are. Nice. System works, kind of. Now I'll bring them down here, I guess, because nothing else is in this particular spot. I'm going to bring the other thing down as well, because I can't be bothered to split off just one of the things. I think it might actually be the first time I've used a side connection, yes. It's the first time I remember using a side connection anyway, but that obviously isn't a guarantee of it being the first actual time, because I can't remember if I've mentioned what my memory's like, but it's not very good. Why are you not building? You've not got any heat shield tiles. Where do heat shield tiles come from? Here. There we go. Now all of these things are being made. Now it does occur to me that I don't actually have any need for these heavy assembly things yet, but I'm fairly sure I will fairly soon. Ha! Yeah, okay. Deliberately used is a bit different to used at all. I'll give you that. I might have used them by mistake a few times and gone, oh no, why is this gunged up? Right, how are we doing? Oh, yes, nanomaterials. Have I got everything I need for nanomaterials now? I might have. Let's find out. Nanomaterial. Come on. No, I haven't got dynamic emitters, and I haven't brought in vitalic epoxy, but that is on the bus system. Okay. In that case, let's make dynamic emitters. Holmium solenoids, not holmium steroids. That'd be something quite different. Quantum processors. Okay, quantum processors I can bring in. Holmium solenoids I've already made. Here, in fact. Pretty sure. Yes. So that comes along here. Standard thing. It's right in the middle. Let's bring it out downwards. And then quantum processors. Actually, what I'm going to do while I think of it is... Oh, not quite. Hang on. Oh, no, that's all right. That's on the bottom row, so it's okay. It can be there. That can be there as it is. I'm going to put in a few of these underground belts in places where I've got things that might get tangled up. I've done most of them, actually, so it's not too bad. Makes it a bit easier later when I want to come along and just drag a belt across. Okay, so the next one is quantum processors. How high do they stack? So they're being made up here. They stack to 50. So a train's worth minus 200 is probably going to be fine, or let's say minus 100 because I think they're expensive. And we want to unload it here. There we go, there's a train coming in to bring them. So that's going to drop onto this belt here. So I'm going to want to come down about here. So that means I split it here, up, like that. I've run out of power. Let's put in another one of these, like so. There we go. I've run out of, no, I haven't run out of that yet. That's good. A bit more of that. There we go. And now I can have the machine that actually makes those damn nanomaterials I've been waiting for. So actually, I'm not sure I can. Oh yeah, that's all that goes into these things. Okay. So nanomaterials. Aeroframe bulkheads, heavy girders should be both being made locally. Vitalic epoxy I need to bring in. Dynamic emitter I'm making now. Particle stream and coolant are both being made here. Or at least they will be once I've got these things up and running. So that's more stuff I need to probably put down here. Oh, here come my quantum processors. I'm going to need some Vitalic epoxy as well. That's that one. Boom, 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 boom. That. Here we go. Clouds and clouds of bots bringing out more of this scaffolding to me. What's that waiting for? There's some liquid I've started using. Oh, I'm churning through the lube probably. I bet that's what it'll be. Oh no, what? Oh, for goodness sake, why is that? Why am I jetpacking? This bloody thermofluid drop-off station up here has been bane of my existence for forever. Oh, this isn't. Oh. Oh. Huh? So that's not. So this is the one that's been having too much in it. I must have disconnected it because I got absolutely. I must have disconnected it because I got absolutely fed up with trains just arriving there all the time. Where is it? No, this is up here. This is the one. This is the station where trains were arriving and just dropping off thermofluid constantly for no apparent reason. So I've obviously got fed up and disconnected it, and therefore it now thinks it's a supply station. So you get lost. You stop pressing that button when you don't mean to. I'm going to link that back in, and hopefully try and get this so it's wired up properly. So where is it? Red cable. There. There. You are out minus 10k, yes. Provide threshold 50 million seems reasonable. Request threshold 1 seems okay. That being 10,000 means it should be alright. We've currently got 22,000 here, so that's correct for that. No, it isn't. Why is that requesting thermofluid? Tristan, you're the expert on these things. Oh, it's coming out here to try and pick up. Alright, maybe that's just because I hadn't set it quickly enough. Get lost. Yeah, but it's even less than that, so it should be. Sorry, this request threshold. Okay, I'll give that a shot. But it shouldn't request unless that goes negative. It shouldn't need to go all the way negative. No, actually, no, that won't work because that number needs to be less than or equal to that one, I think, because otherwise it'll never get negative enough for that to trigger. 1 sec, I'm just going to set this back to 1,000 or something. It might be okay now, actually. We'll see. It's just I know I've had problems with this before, so I'm nervous. I'll come back to it if it. Right. Yeah, I think I was fiddling with the numbers quite a lot because I kept getting trains turning up here and and there was 100,000 or more thermofluid in these tanks. That's why there's so many of these. Part of it is because as you use the coolant, some of it flushes back down again and needs somewhere to go, and that's why it was breaking when these tanks were full. So yeah, it was having problems. Um, yeah, that should be minus 25k. You're right. We're now at 7k. Okay, so this is. We'll see how it goes. We do now have some thermofluid here, though. That's good. This needs to start. I mean, this we need these coolers, or it's not going to work at all. But that's a to get to. Will it? There should be. There should be train limits of 1 set on all of these, but I'm not sure if there is. This hasn't got anything set on it actually. Oops. 1 1 58 1. So we need network ID 1. Limit trains 1. Request threshold 10,000, I guess. What have I got it set out over here? 1. Okay. And provide threshold of ludicrously high. Okay. That should be all right. Should. Where was I? Oh yes, this thing. So we've summoned Vitalic Epoxy. Yeah, we've got that there. So we've got the right. Let's start bringing these things over, and then I'll do the coolant next. That's you. Heavy girder is this one up here. Epoxy is this one. Stop pressing E. Dynamic emitter is right next to it. Particle stream is this one. Party streams, yeah. Bring it down to. Oh no, wait, that's where the coolants all go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blank blank more. More of this needed. Getting through crazy amounts of scaffolding, but it's cheap at this stage of the game anyway. Bring that over. This looks like a 5 to me. Nope, it's a 4. There we go, pink clouds. Just as what we need. Typical. There we go. That's feeding that in there. Oh yeah, 3 because there isn't an inserter. That's why it's 1 extra. Then we need all of these things basically. So where are you? You're right at the bottom, at that end. So put that there. And we can go up, across, down, and then underneath like that. Then we also want this one, which is right at the bottom, so we can put that there. This is convenient. This is fitting in quite nicely. And then we needed this one. That's somewhere in the middle, so we're going to need to let's go upwards for this one. Like that, and we'll put that in there just to make it easier later. And then coolants. There's a nice space for it. Oh, fail. We're going to need to take the warm out as well, but that can probably might be able to come out here. That's a possibility. No, here will do. So this is the super chill, so that comes here. Now I need to get this out. Now the question is, do I... No, oh no, the pipe isn't in the way actually. That should be possible. So we'll come out here. And then the warm is this one, so we'll go underneath that. Let's just find out. Start from there, just out of see if it'll work. No, that won't reach. There. Okay, so that's the output, and we'll need to go underneath the loop if we need to move the loop further down. Pipes are a little bit more awkward than belts for this sort of shenaniganery, but it's reasonably well put together, I think. Okay, so that's oh no, there's a pipe missing there. That's everything for this, except we don't have the actual cold coolant coming in. Oh, and the dynamic emitters aren't being made. Why aren't the dynamic emitters being made? Because we don't have any quantum processors. Why don't we have any quantum processors? Where have I missed it? Oh, there. So it's just that coolant now. So I guess the next thing is to make the coolant, the coolers. So we need the basic coolers and the more advanced coolers. One of which feeds straight into the. Are there only two? Are there only two types of coolers? I don't remember. So we've got the. Where are they? Here we go. So we've got the. Oh, the hyper. Oh, right. Okay, here we go. So you use the little cooler to make the big cooler, or thermal cooler 1 to make thermal cooler 2, radiator 2. But the hypercooler is completely separate, but it requires storage tanks and pumps. Oh, for goodness sake! I might just make these somewhere else because this is getting silly. And yeah, there's a lot of extra stuff required in here, particularly in the copper cable and the pumps and the tanks and the. I think I might just lazy these ones at least for now. Oop, bump. Train limit where? Oh, on the over in the energy science area that was having the problems with the coolant. Probably. No, actually. That might have been. I mean, that could have been causing issues. I don't know. I'll say it's worth setting one anyway. Certainly. How are we getting on down here? Have we taken away? Ah, good. We've taken away some of that stone now. That's good to see. The iron and the copper are both all under control. That's probably because we started using material science packs a bit. That might be why. I should, at some point, I'll spend a load of time looking through all of these error messages that are popping up and trying to decide how many of them need to be sorted and how many of them are concerns, but not right now. What was I saying? Oh yes, I was going to lazy build the thingies, coolers. So what have I made over here that I don't need to make anymore? Right, okay, so all these rocket bits, I think. No, I didn't actually get onto rocket engines, did I? Did I start making these? I don't think I did, but I think I'm going to, so that's fine. These are going to be made down there as well, so I'll get rid of that and that and that and that and that and that and that. And that and that and that and that and that and that and that. And that and that and that and that and that. Oh, stop it! What do you need? Okay, I'm going to need cryonite in here at some point. Stop it, just stop it. Hey Laurence, why do you keep needing to empty your inventory so much? Everyone says. Well, says I. So many different science packs. I've got like one of each of them as well. Don't need any of this nonsense. Why have I got three? Oh, I know I've got 3 quantum supercomputers. Right, that's a bit better. Now, what was I saying? Oh yes, the coolers, radiators rather. So what do you make these things in? So thermal radiator is made in it is a manufacturing typical, and a manufacturer for number 2 as well. Why is this blocked up again? What have we got too much of? Really? Why have we ordered so much then? I mean, I know why. It's because I've been messing around with the warehouses, and so it's got messed up. But it's not so much that the inventory itself is a pain to manage. It's that I keep picking stuff up and just ending up with loads of crap in my inventory, and then every so often I need to go and have a big tidy. Let's link that in for now. Like that. And I'll put I want to put an inserter that feeds across this way to get this back into the system here, but that's not how. But then that will just cause problems later. Okay, this is just. Yeah, that's alright. I hope all this is linked together. Let's see. So I hover over that. Yes, those cables light up. Yes, all that lights up. All that lights up. All that does. All this does. Oh no! There's no link across here. Ah. So I've just been ordering more and more and more of absolutely everything. That's a fail. That's a big fail. No wonder I was overflowing with rocket control modules and other such stuff. I've just been ordering all of it, more and more and more of everything, rather than telling the system how much I've got. Ah, phooey. Oh dear. Okay. Sigh. Let's just leave this to trickle through. What's left in here that might cause problems? Even more of these. Oh no. Other than that, it's okay. I think. How hot are you? Random question. 3,000 almost. So that's not even hot enough to warm to get this running, even if this was available to start working. That's quite impressive. Okay. Where was I? Oh yes. I was going to start trying to make coolant things. Right. So these are definite candidates to be built on the other system. So let's rip up all of this for now. And all of this. Okay, we're gonna need to make copper cables and stuff as well, but that's fine, I guess. And pumps seem to be needed by quite a lot of things. It's almost tempting to have a little bit of a short range bot system running down there at the bottom, but I think that way lies just not doing things the way I've said I'm going to. Let's end up with all of that in my inventory. Never mind. I need to make those, and you need to make those. No, want that. What is all this stuff? Right, there we go. What are we making? Oh, yeah, it was the tier 2, these things, tier 2. So, enable if less than 30. These are cheap, don't care. Really? You're going to be difficult about cables. Copper cable and space pipe and pump and steel plow. For goodness sake. Oh, right, that's why it's being difficult about it, because this is full of all this nonsense. There we go, that's better. Don't ask for this much of everything. For goodness sake. Stupid thing. I mean, I know why this happens. It's because it makes these things so quickly that it makes sense just order that much of all of it, but goodness sake, don't do that. Same goes for this. Jeez. Yeah, divide all these by 10, and then they're sensible numbers. But I don't need those at all. At least all of these will be at least dumping all of this back into the inventory network, logistics network means they'll hopefully find their way back out again and be used up sensibly. I'm not sure they will actually. I might need to put drains on all of these things to get them back out again at some point, but not right now. So how are you doing? You need copper wires. Okay, that's. I suppose I'm not too surprised I don't have enormous quantities of that in the network. So copper plates. Yes, 100, fine. Make some copper wires. That's in here. There we go. That was a bit of a mission. Right, I'm going to assume that it takes the same machine. I can expect it takes the same manufactory to make the hypercoolers as well. Yes, it does. So let's just free up a bit of space here like this. You make hypercoolers. You see, this is how it ends up being such a mess with all of these machines scattered around here to building all these things. Because I just go in and slap them down wherever it seems like a good idea at the time. Silly numbers, silly numbers. And it's just not remotely organised, so yeah, just tidy all this. So this is why I want to tidy it all up, but for now I just want to get things going and running and working. Why? Oh, it's just the sheer number of these cables that are required, okay. Alright then. Oh, and you should stop when you get to 10 hypercoolers, I suspect. Maybe 20. I'm probably going to need quite a lot of these when I build up the system for doing the deep space sciences. But for now, I think it only needs to be relatively small quantities. So yeah, I'll just slap on them down. Now this will eventually get there. This is building up the cables very, very slowly because it takes 200 copper cables to make one of these things. You know what? Let's do that. Copy, paste. There we go. And do that. That'll double the throughput at least. Oh, no. There we go. They're still delivering. Okay, there we go. Now it can start to empty a little bit. So yeah, the limiting factor of this is most definitely the amount of time it takes to produce all this copper cable. Yeah, well, do that, and you can have that. Right, and now eventually this will start working, and we'll get the coolant down here, and we can carry on regardless. So those nano things that I was making, did I need those for the spaceship stuff? The giant turbine and whatnot. So we've got the high temperature turbine. Yes, that requires nanomaterials, and also lattice pressure vessels. And heavy assemblies. Yeah, okay. I've got a lot of this stuff now. Haven't got superconductive cables. It's holmium. Okay, that's okay. I can make that here. I just need to get cryonite in as well. So that's yet another thing. So let's make the superconducting cables first. They're not made in one of these, apparently. They are made in an electromagnetics facility. Okay. Those are being made on my old mess bus, for want of a better name for it. So I can just grab one of them and say, yeah, let's put this here. If that is in line, yes, it is in line. And it'll just turn up. That then should not be there because it's a waste of space. But we can start making the superconducting cables there, and then we can start making the next thing. Superconductor cable, okay. Nanomaterials got, heat shielding got, lattice pressure vessels. I made a handful of them somewhere, but yeah, they're not around now. So lattice pressure vessels, beryllium, cryonite, vulcanite. Okay, so I need cryonite and vulcanite to be brought in, which is the next two. Obviously, going to be the next two things on here. So Crimean River, no, cryonite, that one. Some of that, please, and vulcanite. Some of that. We want then cryonite rods here. Vulcanite here. There we go. It's just occurred to me I could use warehouses on either side of here, and unload the train. Then I'd be able to unload the trains really, really quickly, and then have the filter inserters on the other side of it. But I'm not doing that, so I just haven't. So I'm not going to start now. That'd be quite a neat design, though, other than the fact that I'm not doing it. It would mean, yeah, it would mean you'd be able to unload the trains a bit quicker, which is sort of a nice idea, but other than that, it doesn't have any great advantages. So what we've got here, super chilled, and we're producing lukewarm. Great. That's unhelpful. But never mind. What else do I need? Oh, and also need cryonite and holmium cables. Okay, holmium cables is this one. So we'll bring that down basically as soon as we can, I think. No, that one. It's an odd thing streamers do, and I'm including myself in this because I've just caught myself doing it. We're saying, as I'm merrily playing along here, I'm saying we for all of the things I'm doing. Yes, so we'll do this and that, but it's I don't know. It's a sort of it's almost the opposite of when football fans refer to say we when they mean they. I'm saying we when I mean I, which I suppose is the royal we, and I'm obviously giving myself airs and graces. Maybe that's what it is. Let's turn that round like that, and then we'll bring in the cold here and bring out the warm there. That should work nicely. I feel like, given that this is right here, there should be a sensible way to do this, but that isn't the same warm. But the really cold is right here. It feels like less of a mess to do this, even if I'm then going to do horrific things with pipes there. And then I can get this one out here. And conveniently that doesn't line up with the output ports on there, which is nice. Okay, so which one is this? This is the... what? Cold. Cool, I think it's called. It's this one anyway. Which we have none of? That's strange. Oh, there's a pump here, pumping it in up there, but it's not going into this tank. Okay, so this tank should probably be there. And this pump should only run when there's less than 10,000. Oh, less than 15,000. Okay, sure, that's fine. I wonder why that was. I wonder how that was set up before. Where did I copy this from? I want to check this now because that ain't right. It was this one, wasn't it? Okay, but it doesn't actually matter because this never produces any. This doesn't spit out any warm, so here it's irrelevant. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Happy with that. I don't mind that being not quite the right design. Although I probably should fix it because otherwise next time I copy paste it, it'll have issues. But meh, I guess. Alright, so I now need to bring that one all the way along. Actually, if I put that there, just in case it's needed in the future, then we won't have an unfortunateness with the pipes. Let's go in from the bottom with this one, I think. One, two, also a 3, so I need some more 3s. There we go. Don't need that. Okay, this is now should be making superconductive cables. Yes, it is. Excellent. This, on the other hand, this is going to need... It does also need the cryon. I can't get that over from there as well. There's just not enough space with all this pipe shenaniganery. Oh, actually, no, I totally could, actually. If I put that pipe there instead, then I could bring that way. Bring it under there, like that. Do that. Oh dear. Point that way, because then I can bring this out here. Do that, and there we go. I've got 2 things on one belt. A little bit ugly, but never mind. Okay, so I need beryllium and vulcanite. Beryllium plate. That's going to be fairly low down, I think. Oh, we've got steel. I have forgotten I got steel. Beryllium plate. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Which I'm be using a... What am I using this for? Oh, I'm making it for those. Yeah, okay. It's just filling the belt up, I think. Huh. I've run out of belts. That's unfortunate. I've got a request. Oh. The system thinks we've run out of belts. That's interesting, because that shouldn't... I'm not going to say that shouldn't be possible, but it kind of shouldn't be possible. Oh, unless I was just out of range of a... Oh, I was out of range of a roboport, that's why. Okay, fair enough. All is forgiven. So I want to put that there, but I can't because it's full of nonsense. So let's put one there. And then another one. Well, it'll go there eventually. Okay, so I was just out of range of the roboport. That's why I wasn't being brought the belts. That's fine. I can deal with that. Okay, so we need to bring the Vulcanite down about... No, not here. That's wrong. It's a complete miss. Swing and a miss. Bring it down about here instead. Because that isn't wrong. And that means I need to have an underground about here. Boom, boom. And there, and not here. Okay. So that should be... Is that everything you need? I think it is, except the beryllium plate is being slow to get all the way along here, I think. Oh, it's being very slow to get all the way along here because I haven't put the belts in. Amazing how much something like that would help. So all of this beryllium is getting... Oh, we are making quite... Oh, we're making a lot of this. How much did I tell that to make? We're making a lot of spaceship fuel. I think I said it to go all the way up to 2,000, didn't I? Yeah, and it's got to 1,100. So okay, that's fine. That's why we're churning through a lot of this stuff by making all of these, which is, yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that because I do, when I build a spaceship, it takes a big chunk of my spaceship floor up. So it's good to have a lot of that coming through, even if it means I'm putting a massive load on the beryllium. But then, who cares? That's what it's there for. That's now flowing along here. Good. It does occur to me that beryllium is one of the things that's still running on a fairly basic system for creating it. We're bringing it over by rocket. We're not using core mining over there or anything like that. So it's a little bit basic. So maybe we shouldn't be putting too much of a strain on it. But oh well. Oh, and I've just noticed what time it is. I think it's about time I stopped streaming, to be honest. So yeah, this has been interesting. I've made an entire screen's worth, when zoomed all the way out, of machines that are running off this new space-based mega bus system thing. And I've sort of tinkered with some other stuff a little bit as well. To be honest, this is pretty much all of what I've done today, isn't it? Actually, I did fiddle with some other stuff. I got the sciences working a bit more smoothly. Fixed up some stuff over there, but this has been the main push for this session. So that's gone reasonably well, I think. And I've built up my hot spaceship over here, which is going quite well. And as has been pointed out, is kind of asymmetrical and hateful. So all right, we'll do something about that before I finish, I think, just because it's bugging me almost as much as it was bugging Arctic. So yeah, that should be there. Like that. And there. Oh, and then each of these will need to be an additional one. Oh, no, it's too wide. Don't do that. And then I can put... The nice thing about this is I can then actually cut that. Put it there. Cut that. Put it there. Yeah, there. And another bit there. And I suppose... No, not there. There. And then I can put more lasers in up the middle, which is nice as well. Makes it feel a bit more complete. There we go. And I've now got this sort of little walkway up the side of it, up the side of the ship in case I want to move around inside it. So yeah, that horrific lack of symmetry came about because I put in this thing and built up, and this is an odd number wide, whereas these are all even numbers wide. So I ended up with that. I think what I'm probably going to do is put in at least one more, maybe two more engines on either side of this, and make it really, really sort of hammerhead shape, a bit like a yeah, you're welcome. A bit like a sort of the Corellian Corvette from Star Wars. Have the massive. Oh, no, that's got a hammerhead front as well, so I'm not going to do that. But sort of the massive wide engine thing across the back. So I'll stick in another, maybe two more engines, maybe four more, just to give it that bit of extra speed because it is going to go a long way out into the void, and it's going to have silly amounts of power available. And it's got lots of lasers on the front, so it can go quickly in the Norvian areas as well. So that's quite nice. I've built up that spaceship, got this going. I'm quite pleased with this. It's working pretty well, I think. Um, it's just going to be lots of expansion, because eventually I think the plan is to get rid of all of these and have all of this stuff being built down there instead of up here where it's a bit of a nonsense. Um, I don't know what I'm going to do about these coolers. They're just so many stupid little things like pumps and whatnot. I just couldn't be bothered at the time. But we'll see how it goes. Um, right, so I think as I say, that's going to be about it for tonight. Thank you for watching. I will be back next Tuesday because it's not quite Christmas yet. Let me check my calendar. So next Tuesday is is the 21st. Okay, so happy birthday to one of my viewers who probably isn't actually watching because he always says he's too busy. Uh, but yeah, I'll be back then for another stream. We'll be having we'll be doing the Industrial Revolution stream on Thursday, so we'll have a bit of a think then about whether what streams we'll be doing over the Christmas time off, because people might be busy, going off and pretending they like their families, that sort of thing. So we'll we'll see what happens there. But if not, if there isn't an IR stream, I might do another space exploration stream, because I think I'm probably going to be around on the 30th. That's the one. Oh, and the 28th, I should be back in to do a stream then as well. The GTA videos should be coming out as normal anyway, because I'm pretty sure I've got enough in the buffer for those, although there is one of those I need to work on. And I've got a few other video ideas that I want to make, but I've been so busy recently that I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, please, there'll be plenty more to come back and see. As always, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time, and don't forget to check out everything else on the channel. Subscribe, like, comment, favourite, whatever. I don't know. You know the drill. Do all of that good stuff, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.